Welcome to the Hudson Valley Disc Golf Podcast. This week's episode is brought to you by patron member Kevin Kroenke. Kevin runs Disc Beat Club on Thursdays at various courses, but mostly SPW. Check out UDisc or Disc Beat Club Facebook page for more info. This week we have Evan, Jason, Corey, Eric, Randy, and Alex. Jamin's headed to or soon to be headed to Colorado. We also have a guest tonight. He's been a PDGA member since 2005. He's actually been on the podcast before, but he was pre-taped. This week, he's live to talk about the thrill at Quill Hill, which is the DisCap Monthly on Saturday and a Bring Your Own Doubles Tournament on Sunday, both at Porcupine Springs. We'll talk about all that shortly, but first, thanks for coming on. Winner of Disc Beat Club this week, Greg Kurtz.
Thanks for having me on here, Pat. Appreciate it. You run a great show. It's always fun listening to these characters.
So, Greg, how did you first discover disc golf?
I was at the University of Buffalo in 78, was my first tournament. And all those tournaments then had all the disciplines, meaning freestyle, ultimate, golf, throw, run, and catch, maximum time of loss, distance. Golf baskets were invented, I believe, in 78. So there was very few in the Northeast at that time. So golf wasn't the primary activity. Freestyle and playing catch with big lids was normal kind of thing. So I joined the International Frisbee Association in 1982, but they went defunct. I could have joined Jim Palmieri out of Rochester, was the founder, basically, of the Disc Golf PDGA. And could have had number 400 with Dan Doyle and Doug Correa, other wily veterans. But Buffalo had a lot of things going on. John Houck, the course designer, he's from Buffalo as well. So we have a good group of characters out there.
You ended up signing up in 2005 and you got 27735?
Yeah, when I moved back to the Capital District from Denver, ran into Tim Giardini and Kevin Rounds, and we played up with Morgan Wright at Heiser Creek. That was the first golf course in the Capital District. And then we developed Jeralman Park and other places and played lots of golf. I'm so incredibly happy to see 20 courses within an hour and a half of Albany. I never would have thought that would have happened. Of course, never thought that we would get to PDGA number 313,000. Which is just outstanding.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the growth has been, it's been amazing. It's been amazing. So I'm very happy to see that.
So I've heard of Heiser Creek. Is Heiser Creek still around?
Yes, with that basket surrounded by water on 16, that famous course there. Yes, Morgan's done a great job up there, and everybody loves going up to play April Showers and the Battle of Saratoga.
So let me see if I got the timeline here. You said you were playing in 78. You were in this area, right?
Yeah, we grew up in Schenectady and then went to school in Buffalo. We had an ultimate team there. 1981 was the only year that the Buffalo Wing team made it to the regionals in Amherst, Mass. But developing golf courses in the Western New York area, my cousin, Doug Opiella, who has Hawks Landing, developed a lot of things in Western New York. So New York State has been actually doing a lot of things with golf for many years now.
Well, when did you leave? You said you went to Colorado. What year was that about?
I was there from like 80 to 2001, and Colorado had very few courses. So I did not play particularly a lot of golf in Colorado. There was only a half a dozen courses. And since 2000, I don't know what the growth rate has been, but it's been, off the charts to say the least. So coming back here and developing courses just left and right. I mean, Prospect Park is 5 minutes from my house here in Troy. I'm just a real lucky guy to have a nice course that close.
Before you went to Colorado, did you ever play Leonard Park?
Mount Kisco, I did not, but that is one of the very first steady ed courses. And I have basket 8 from the original Kisco course because when they upgraded, they auctioned off the old baskets, and I wanted to keep part of New York history here in the state. So it's on display up at Porcupine Springs.
Is it still in playable condition or no?
Oh, heck yes. Yes, they put wire in the basket.
Is it part of the basket pyramid up there?
Yes, it's part of the putting lineup.
Nice. Okay, so I guess this is going to be a 2-part question. Do you remember your very first disc, like even before disc golf, like what type of disc when you were doing the disc sports?
Well, my brother, bless his heart, and I played a lot of Frisbee over the years. And in 1967, he broke his arm chasing a Frisbee into a creek. So I'm pretty sure that was a blue regular Frisbee weighing about 98 grams. but he broke his arm chasing a Frisbee. So that's the first time I unfortunately remember throwing those. But they were lids, ultimate lids, because they had not yet invented heavy plastic. It was in the early 80s that they finally came out with, real golf discs.
I didn't know if maybe you used the pie tins back in the day.
I would love to have one. I do not have one, but let's hear it for the Frisbee Pie Company. Absolutely.
Do you remember your first disc golf disc?
Yes, because I placed the order for the Buffalo Wing team through the champion. I think they were somewhere in Michigan, in a box of 50 blue champions. They were just so hard that we were scared to death of them until we could find out they went 80 feet further than our lids and said, oh, we can kind of like this. But they were brutal. But yes, they were blue. I remember that very, very distinctly.
So Porcupine Springs, that's on your property, right? That's where you live?
Well, I live in Troy, and I own 108 acres up just past Grafton State Park in Petersburgh. And it's a bunch of hilly, wooded acres that I have enjoyed immensely since the year 2018 is when I started putting in the long course. And then in 2020, put in the second 18-hole short course. And this is after living in Melrose, where I hosted other DisCap Monthlies because I had an old farm barn situation and 7 acres. And, we ran around and have fun. And I just said, I need more acres. I need more holes. End of story. So
Prospect is actually closer than your own course to you?
Oh, I'm 4 miles from Prospect Park, and I'm 24 miles to Porcupine Springs, which is really convenient. I think that's really convenient.
In a year, which do you play more?
Whoa! I'm spread out because I've played Stonykill doubles for the last 10 years. I've played Prospect Park since we started doing doubles there. I love Kevin Kroenke's Thursday Deadbeat Disc Club over at Stephen P. Wallace. But I would have to, unfortunately, say probably Prospect Park because it's just people call and go, you want to throw? I'm like, yeah, I'll see you in 10 minutes. So it's a wonderful, wonderful thing.
Those are facts.
Right?
You can get a whole bunch of people there real quick.
Yeah, Prospect is so central. I think it's 20 minutes, just about any place in the Capital District. You can be there in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And also being in Troy, it's about, 40 minutes to all the best courses around. We're kind of right in the middle.
Yeah. I mean, we got Christ the King to the north. You got Heiser to the north. You got Minekill out there to the west. You've got Wilcox to the south. You got Stonykill to the east. We're just loaded with phenomenal courses. That's the way I think about it.
CPS isn't too far either, right?
No, Schenectady, Blatnick, those, very close as well. Absolutely. Good courses. I'm just, always perpetually bummed out that Niskayuna cannot figure out how to work with us to mow the dang place. Because that's a good course, but it just needs love.
Same.
So how many unique courses have you played? Do you have any idea?
Yes, I do. Thanks to Disc Golf Course Scene website or whoever those people are, you can favorite courses you've played. So I played like 186 courses now in, 28 different states kind of thing. I like traveling. I like playing in different places. And Matt Cully and I are going to be on the European golf tour here next year as soon as we find a place to stay over there. So that's our plan.
Nice. What's the farthest course you've played at?
I guess California is farthest away. Prince Edward Island, the Canadian Nationals at Prince Edward Island was very nice. That course up there was a top 10. Hillcrest was a top 10 course in the world before the hurricane crushed it. But yes, there's a lot of top 10 courses I'd love to play. No doubt. Maple Hill is great. Brewster's great. Fox Run, great. Those are all, top 10 courses any place in the world, I think.
But you've played those?
Oh, yeah. Tim Giardini and I have played in 6 different world championships, PDGA tournaments over the years. The only reason you play all these local tournaments is to get enough points to qualify to go to Worlds. To me, that's, the goal is to qualify and go. And Tim and I have gone many years and had lots of fun. And it's a great community of people out there, as we all know.
What about a course that you haven't played that you'd want to?
Well, Blue Ribbon Pines, I want to play. In Northern Cal, there is a course where you tee off out of a 14-foot redwood tree stump. I'm not sure of the name of that place, but that has always been high on my list of places I got to get to.
Do you remember your first tournament?
Yeah, I have a T-shirt from 1978. It was one of our first Buffalo tournaments, and running a tournament, I have the pieces of paper still from, measuring distances, giving scores on freestyles, and I love my Buffalo people. And no, I absolutely remember summers in Buffalo just sweating to death and having fun.
Do you remember what it was called?
The Western New York Disc Open. I have to go look at the poster here, but I'm pretty sure it's just simply that. It was John Houck ran that tournament.
Nice.
Yeah.
Corey's got a question for you.
All right, Greg, flashback. It's 1985. Stacy's mom has got it going on, and for some reason there's some guys bowling for soup. I don't even know actually what to think of from 1985. So you and your Buffalonian bros are having a little reunion tour. Now that you guys went from Frisbee more towards discs, and you are going to do a little, vacation because you like traveling, and you're going to go somewhere in South Dakota to play disc golf, knowing absolutely nothing about the state or the course. What 3 discs and a putting putter do you think you could remember that you might have been able to get from 1985 that you would bring with you to play this course?
Oh my gosh. 85. All right. I don't know what the historian is. I don't think the Innova Orc was around in 85 yet, to be honest.
Oh, okay. Let's say a much better year. It's actually around the time that like literal legends were made. Let's say more around like 1991, maybe around July 29th.
Orc was January 25th, 2004.
There's so much new plastic out there. It's just mind blowing. I mean, there's like 2,400 different discs out there for golf now. I threw Innova just because it was basically the only one around. I love DisCap Buzz. I've been throwing a Buzz for 15 years, I think now. I just throw AVR putter. I'm happy with an AVR putter. I throw Leopard 3. I don't know. I throw all these old Innova things. XD. I like an XD as well. Stratus. There's another old one. I think Stratus has been around for a while. As long as they have chocolate milk, Corey, I'm all set.
Yeah, I know that for a fact.
Stratus was 97, April 12th.
No, all right. It's better having more choices. I think everyone agrees that it's nice to be able to say this is better in this plastic, this is better in this weight, this is better in this condition. I mean, it's pretty amazing like that.
Did you ever take a break? I mean, you joined super early, but did you ever have like a hiatus a few years, or have you always played either Frisbee or disc golf?
I've never stopped throwing a Frisbee. If I go for a walk, I want to carry a lid with me because I can throw it up in the air and catch it myself.
Oh, that's rad.
It was lean years for disc golf in Colorado, but there was Frisbees out there. The Coloradicals were one of the best freestyle teams in the United States in the 80s and 90s. And Fort Collins, Colorado was a hotbed of various sports activities involving Frisbees, more than disc golf. But now Colorado's catching up and has some incredibly good courses. And I hope Jamin has a great time out there.
Evan, you got a question?
Hello, Greg. How's it going?
Good, Evan.
First is a trivia question. Do you remember which band is on the poster that you gave me at Prospect Park one day?
It was orange. No.
All right. Because it's one of my prized possessions now. Greg gave me a really sweet vintage Jethro Tull poster. And I'm a big Jethro Tull fan because my father is a big Jethro Tull fan.
Nice. That's Ian Anderson. That's what we're talking about.
All right, Greg, I have a music question for you. If you had an unlimited budget and you were throwing the Greg Kurtz Disc Golf Festival, what are 3 bands, past, present, that you would want to book to play your festival?
Well, I have been to many Grateful Dead shows over the years, so I would like the Grateful Dead to be there.
But then there won't be any time for the other 2 bands.
It's a 3-night festival.
Oh, okay.
All right, there we
The
go.
first 2 nights are Grateful Dead. Who's playing the last night?
The Rolling Stones, you can never argue with the Rolling Stones either. I also like the Talking Heads. I think the Talking Heads are great. If I was having a festival, I want Bob Marley there and the Wailers. Yeah, I'm more of an old classic rock guy for sure.
I think we might have heard some David Byrne in the car on the way up to Heiser Creek, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and he's even got a new song out.
Yeah, I think that was it.
Nice.
Cool. Great.
Staying on the music theme, Eric, you got another question for him?
If you had like a walk-up song when you walked up to the tee, what would it be?
I have no idea. All I know is that, correct me, Pat, if I'm wrong, wasn't it Mario Rivera who had Enter Sandman?
Yes.
That to me seems to be the classic. That's not me personally, but that's the vision I always have, and I love it.
You personally, though, I mean, I know mine. Somebody to Love by Queen. That riff in there, over.
I don't know.
If you think about it and it pops up, just, feel free to spit it out at any moment.
Okay, I can go with that, Pat. I'll think about that.
What about Aqualung?
That is a good opening riff there. That's true.
Then he'll just wipe his nose because subliminally.
Sitting on a park bench.
Exactly.
Jamin's not here, so I'm going to ask his question. Greg, with a level open field and 200 feet to the basket, nothing in front of you, no trees, no wind, just a calm day, what's your go-to disc and shot? Is it going to be a forehand, backhand, that kind of stuff?
I'm a right-hand, backhand thrower, preferably, and 200 feet is a buzz. I would throw my Van Barden Stonykill buzz right at the little puppy and be very happy. Nice and flat.
So it's going to slide up to it, you think?
Well, I could roll it. If you want me, I could roll it as well. But
Randy, you got a question?
Yeah, we'll keep this one local. Greg was on the board with these guys for a while, so I think he might know them pretty well. We'll do start, bench, cut with Jeff Wojciechowski, Kenji Klein, and Mike Schwartz.
What about these characters?
You can take this however you want. This could be in a disc golf tournament. You're either going to start someone, bench them, or cut them. This could just be in your life. It doesn't really matter the context.
We've got Kenji, we got Mike, and we got Jeff.
Yep.
Well, poor Mike hasn't thrown very much, so I have to put Mike on the bench. Jeff and Kenji are still playing a good amount, so I like that. I think Jeff is actually playing better than Kenji now, so I guess he gets the nod for the start.
Wow.
So you're cutting Kenji?
Oh, I have to cut someone?
Yeah, you got to cut
Yeah,
someone.
you got to get rid of him.
Oh, all right. Okay. Sorry. I got to cut Mike because he doesn't play.
Okay,
That's
yeah,
fair.
yeah. Alex, you got a question?
I do. What's something that you enjoy seeing on a course or don't enjoy on a course?
I prefer the woods. I feel disc golf is more fun when there's more obstacles involved. Poke and hope, we know, is not what we want. We want a fair route to the basket, but I want the woods because there's just more fun things going on in there. One thing that I would love if I had a druther on course design is the figure 8 design where it's 2 9-hole loops and you end up back at Tournament Central after 9. Whenever it's possible to do that in a design, that's great because it gives people a chance to reload, refresh. Stonykill is the first one that comes to mind in that kind of a... So I really love that. But no, I'm a woods guy. Uphill, downhill, don't care. Just put me in the woods, buddy.
Speaking of the refill, recharge, what's your go-to course beverage?
Chocolate milk! Without a doubt. Doesn't matter what temperature it is. It's always good.
Greg, we got to get you a sponsorship from the American Dairy Farmers Association.
Andrew Ty found me a I Love Chocolate Milk t-shirt because I think Clay Thompson was the spokesperson for a couple of years there. But I'm just not a beer drinking person per se. But and chocolate milk is good for you. Somehow, they tell me, maybe.
Going back a ways, who was your first favorite pro disc golfer?
Oh, well, that's easy. That's Ken Climo. Every time I have a CTP chance, the first name I write is Ken Climo because I think the champ needs his props. And to me, he's the man. He's still the champ. Paul Macbeth has done really, really well. And there's so many. Hey, I'm really impressed with our area new people. I mean, we have guys throwing 1,000 rated rounds. This last 2 years is more than the previous 10 years put together in the whole area.
I'd agree.
I'm just flabbergasted that people are out there crushing it as nicely as they are, and I'm just so happy to see that.
So who's your current favorite pro disc golfer?
Johnny McRae, I think. I can't keep track of all these Well, Anthony Barella, I played with his grandfather in Vegas, and so I'm kind of an A-B fan because his granddad was a really nice guy, and we had a lot of fun. And he just said, watch this kid throw it. This is like 10 years ago or something, and this kid launched some bomb somewhere. But I don't watch it on YouTube or wherever, but I'm glad to see the growth 100%.
I was wondering if it was disc golf or craps that he played with his grandfather.
No, Anthony Barella's dad didn't teach AB how to play. It was Grandpops who did. So
Okay.
he was a good crusty character.
So this weekend,
Well, I'm having basically 2 days of events up at my place this weekend.
Mhm.
Saturday is the DisCap Monthly, which is open to anybody. It's a flex start. This is my 10th year of hosting a July monthly up at my place, and I just am so tickled to see everybody come up and run around and have fun. And, there's 3 divisions, Pro, Am, and Rec. Pros will play the big course, the Rec will play the small course, and the Ams will do whatever they need to do. And then Sunday is the PDGA Bring Your Own Partner doubles event, and that will be, a 9:30 shotgun start as opposed to the Saturday flex, come anytime with any group and play, anytime you want. Sunday will be, more of a PDGA setup. And I will have CTP winners for every card from my table of fabulous prizes, not precluding winning a grill.
But you got to beat Ken Climo.
Got to be. No, every card wins something. There'll be a winner on every card, both days.
So it's the Thrill on Quill Hill at Porcupine Springs, inaugural PDGA Doubles Tour.
Yes, Greg Hill in Glens Falls has been running a doubles league this summer, and I'm one of the stops on the tour there.
Did I see that the course is mapped now on, is it UDisc?
Yes, I want to thank Greg very much for coming up there. It's not easy. You got to stand in one spot, hope to get a cell signal, and then move, to the next spot, and then try to drag, any kind of a dog leg in there. But yes, I am now feel a little more official being on UDisc, I reckon.
So tell me about this course. How many baskets you got?
Well, I got 18 on the long course and 18 on the short course, and probably 20 more baskets around the property just for shit and giggles. I think the long course is a little over 6,000 feet, par 61. There's 7 par 4s. Short course is like 4,400 feet. They're all par 3s and much more mellow. Neither are cart friendly. A lot of elevation change.
So you got 18 baskets for the short and the long. Is there 18 different tee pads for the short and the long, or do they share a tee pad?
2 separate courses. So
wow.
2 completely separate courses.
When you say 2 separate courses, you're saying it's not like a short and a long, like a Warwick. It's literally 2 separate courses.
Correct. One is long and one is short.
But that's kind of cool. How much land do you have up there?
A little over 100 acres.
Oh my. How much do you think is used for the course, if you had to guess?
Probably less than 50 would be my guess, because there's plenty of room still up there.
How much of it do you think you've personally explored?
Oh, 97%.
Okay, so there's still some unidentified areas out there.
Yep, but I found all the good stuff. So, but no, I'm really. I've got a creek at this time of year. The poor creek has not got much water in it.
In your neck or where?
In the creek, my creaking neck.
Pat, are you going up this weekend?
I didn't want to confirm or deny.
You're a long way away, Pat.
You can edit this out, but if you go and you play the short course, don't miss the time portal.
Well, if I go, I'm playing both courses. I'm not driving 3 hours or whatever it is to play 18 holes.
If you need a place to stay, I have plenty of places for people to stay. Anybody out there needs a place to stay, let me know.
You said that there's going to be Pro and Am for Saturday. How much is it for Pro and how much is it for Am?
DisCap monthlies are $20 for pros, 10 for AMs, 5 for recs. I think it's $60 for Sunday doubles, $30 each, something like that. We got frisbees with Thrill and Quill Hill written on them somewhere.
I designed them. They're pretty sweet.
Oh yeah, that guy Erich. He does good work.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you very much.
And Porcupine Springs is a super fun course for anybody who hasn't been there. I would highly recommend going. It's just super unique. Nothing like it.
It will have already happened by the time this airs, but Pro League is going to be there this week, is what I heard.
Hell yeah.
Yes, yeah, Justin confirmed that, yes.
Greg, how was that cheese?
I'm a big fan of their cheese. It could be harder, sharper, cheddar, but it's still very, very good.
And what about the service at the store?
We were going with surly, or we didn't like surly?
I don't think we came up with a better word.
How about taciturn?
Ooh, that's a good word.
I like that one.
That might be it. She just seemed annoyed that we were there spending money.
Yeah, it was weird.
What am I missing?
When we went to Heiser Creek Flex on the way back, we stopped. I forget the name of the store, but Greg bought a quantity of cheese and a couple root beers.
It's the water wheel place at the bottom of Heiser, and they have 5-year-old aged cheddar cheese. So that's the attraction, other than the penny candy and the gruff attitude of the owner.
I've seen the building. I know the building. I've never stopped inside.
You should go in. It's a fun little place. Absolutely.
You should go. They don't want you there.
Yeah. They'll take your money, though.
This weekend, we had the Warwick Disc Golf Championships in Warwick, New York. Tournament director Ryan Kenny, assistant tournament director Joey Apples. 72 players, a pro purse of $12,740. Jason, how was your round?
Good. Yeah, course is in great shape. Weather was a little hot and humid, but it's pretty typical for July. I had a good round one, shot -5, and then both the second rounds, blue to blue, I kind of gave back all my stroke. A lot of just fatigue, and the whole event's like a marathon event, so just being able to endure that is a challenge. But it was a lot of fun. Glad that Jess and I could both play it, and already looking forward to next year.
When you say the course was in good shape, what about the path between 15 silver and blue? How was that?
Probably the best I've ever seen it, honestly. It was so good that Jamin actually took a photo of it and shared it with some people because he was admiring it. But, I don't know who did that, but shout out to whoever trimmed that, because my cart got through there with no problems whatsoever.
Yeah, that photo was inspiring. It made me want to go do some coursework.
Who did you play with?
A lot of people I've never played with before. Round one, I kind of felt like I was on a kid's card. I was playing with a 12-year-old and a 14-year-old, Leighton Brinster and Landon. I can't think of his last name.
Brooks,
yeah. He's really good. I think he's from Maine, maybe, but like pretty small kid. And I mean, just incredible talent. He can throw so far. He's got like incredible putt. He's MVP sponsored. He's going places. Kid's got a ton of patrol. I mean, both of them. Leighton Brinster is also really good too. And I was kind of glad because I was hoping I could beat him because he beat me at FDR by 1 stroke. So not that I want to have a rivalry with a kid, but if I could beat him, I'll take that as a win.
Nice.
Hey, he's playing MPO, fair game. I've been doing it for years.
So it was 4 rounds, 2 days. What were the layouts?
The layouts were, I think, blue to silver, blue to blue, silver to blue, and then blue to blue. The FPO only played 3 rounds, so they didn't play the final blue. And I think they do that because it's a pretty challenging layout for FPO. There's a lot of throws in there, and then also with Heiser Media, they could do video coverage for the FPO card in the morning and then MPO in the afternoon. So I kind of think it works out that way.
A lot of tournaments now are going to that 2 rounds on Saturday, tee times on Sunday, which you guys did at Minekill, right? Which also enabled them to film both rounds.
Yeah, if you time it right, you could do that. I feel like we were one of the first events to do that, and then a lot of other ones are catching on and doing it. Warwick is that's a historical event, and it started out as like Animal Fest, and it's been going on, I don't know how many years it's been going on, longer than I've been playing, and it's always been 4 rounds. I think it's been kind of like this marathon event of 4 rounds in one weekend. So I don't know if they'll ever change it, but I kind of like that it's just like this niche tournament that's known for that. The other thing I'll say about the Warwick tournament is I can't think of any other event like within our nearby region that had the most like notable pros on the East Coast attend. It kind of felt like just looking around, it was like the who's who of the East Coast. Pretty much all the regional pros that aren't on tour, and even some of them that are on tour, are there. So it's pretty cool to see all those faces and watch them just kind of like shred the course. Because you have a pretty good odds of, even if you shoot poorly, you could still get on a card with them because not all of them are going to shoot great. So it's cool to kind of get that opportunity also.
Absolutely.
Who are some of those names that jump out to you personally that, were cool to see besides the people you already mentioned? I
mean, like Matt Hammerston, Andrew Fish, Paul Kranz, Harry Chase, Jesse Longnecker, Lucas. I'm kind of like new to Lucas since he won Minekill. But yeah, all those guys are really cool to see. I think like pretty much most of the top pros that I'd want to see from the Maine down to like Virginia were there, which is cool. The only thing that sucks is it's capped at 72, or sometimes they do 90, but this year they capped it at 72. And they only have MPO and FPO. You used to see like Mike Mosier and those guys go there, but now that it's only MPO, you don't see the old timers go there.
Especially with it being, like you said, a historic course, that'd be kind of cool. But I also understand you'd almost have to have a Masters weekend.
Yeah.
Because you want to get it as much, 63 pros, that's awesome. So you don't want to lose that. So you'd almost have to have like a Masters or Masters Am weekend or something like that.
Yeah, I think I've heard rumors that the PDGA may change some of the requirements for A tiers. If they make it so the A tiers have to be 3 days and Warwick sticks with that, I think they might look at changing the format. But assuming that they can keep going with their A tier, I think they've got a pretty good recipe for it. I hope they continue it.
Absolutely. Corey, how was your weekend?
Pretty good. I haven't been there since Warwick 2 years ago. Basically went down there with Kyle Hirsch, Justin Muccelli, Caitlin Clay. We all stayed together. And then actually John Hafner stayed with us Saturday night as well.
Where'd you guys stay?
It's called the Hamlet Inn in Warwick.
It's that same motel that we go to?
Bro, first of all, so yeah, the first couple years we stayed there seems kind of like a shithole. However, for $10 more, you get a room that's literally twice as big.
We should do that in the future.
Yeah, dude, it was nice. Like, there was tons of space.
Nice.
Yeah, so went out there Friday, practice round. We're going to end up playing like a second round with Jamin once he got down there, and Justin and Caitlin. Me and Kyle got down there first, and right about when we're wrapping up our first practice round, Jamin lets us know that he's basically stranded in the town of Florida at the big quick check that's like 5 minutes from the course. His car won't start, basically dead. So we finished playing like the last 2 holes to go over there. He was planning on camping over at Dan's spot, so we had all of his camp and stuff. We get there before the tow truck, we transfer all of his things over, and then the tow truck comes, takes his car, and now we basically have Jamin hostage for a couple of days. Round 1, I played with a pretty sick card, actually. I played with Steve Brinster, a kid named Blake Kelly, and Jesse Longenecker. So, you know, it's kind of like I don't get very many chances to play with those kind of guys. First round, blue to silver. I played fairly well. I shot 4 down, which was like 985 rated. At that point, I was on the cash line sitting in a tie for 26 between like 5 people. I took like 1 dumb bogey and had 5 birdies for 4 down. Round 2, playing blue to blue. Kind of a similar round. I got a couple birdies. Didn't get enough birdies, got a couple bogeys, and to throw like another 90 round and still sitting right at the cash line. So luckily I was on like the good side of the cash line. I was like playing what I was obviously above average for myself, and it was like barely good enough. So after round 2, you know, we're all freaking starving, hot and sweaty. Go back, take a quick shower, and checked out some. I think we've gone there every single year, but in Warwick, it's called like the Fetch. You remember going there, Alex?
I do remember going there, and I specifically remember Kyle Hirsch pushing us to go there last year. So
I think it's David Koch took us all there once, but like their whole thing is like I thought they serve food in dog bowls, but maybe they don't do that anymore.
They've got all the pictures of the dogs on the walls. I don't remember food and dog bowls personally.
Yeah, so after round 2, I was sitting in a tie for 25th. I think Kyle had a pretty good first day. I think round 2, he was on chase card. I think I bet Muccelli $1 both rounds that I'd beat him. And I think after day 1, I was up $2. So pretty good. The second day, Sunday, there was actually like thunderstorms kind of in the forecast. We weren't really sure what was going to happen. Caitlin FPO, they only played 1 round. So she had a much shorter day to look forward to, which I think she was grateful for. And I was wishing we had like the Minekill format. In the morning of the round, just before 2-minute warning, a bear was spotted on hole 3. This was probably at like 8:45 with a 9 o'clock start time. I think Kyle sends a picture to our group chat that we had going of the bear in hole 3. And then like the entire park or that whole front 9 started to like erupt with bear coming across hole 6. I'm starting on hole 8. Not knowing that the bear's coming yet, I throw like 2 quick practice shots. I'm just kind of warm up my forehand. And after I throw that is when the bear's coming through. So everything basically stopped as we were just like kind of watching what this bear was doing. In the picture, it looked like kind of like a small bear or a cub. But by the time you've seen it in person, it was not. And it looked a little more scary because it was like kind of just trotting around, but like its mouth wide open, like it was, you know, mouth breathing. It didn't really look that cute and cuddly. So it goes across hole 8's fairway in front of me. It cuts kind of like through the OB and pops out by the basket. At this point, it starts sprinting across the road and hole 9's basket, where there was another player and his girlfriend were like right there. Like he was looking for his discs off the fairway. So it got a little sketchy at the end, but I think the bear just did what it was doing, going where it was going, and kind of peaced out. Now 2-minute warning is coming up real quick. I threw 2 shots. I can't find one of them. So I don't know. I think it was like a kind of like near the OB on hole 8. But anyways, the bear ended up being like all of the conversation for like the next 5 hours of the day. You could hear people on other holes talking about it. Oh, the other thing that we did on Saturday that I can't forget to mention, because apparently this is like a big thing to do, is we went to this ice cream place like on a mountain on the top of the hill. Do you remember that place, Alex? It's like called like Bell.
In my head, that was at Bro. Is that a different spot?
Oh, Bellevale Farms Creamery.
No, yeah. For some reason, that was in Vermont in my head. But no, I absolutely remember what you're talking about.
You want to talk about places that I think are overhyped? Holy shit! I mean, the reviews were okay, but there was so many people for such like a. I'm sure there's something that they do is unique, whether they make everything themselves or whatever. But like standing in line for ice cream for like 45 minutes and just for like a basic ass, I paid $12 for a banana split, and it was like, I mean, it was good, but the whole time there was like kids throwing rocks in grass, and as like the adult that I am now, I was like, someone's gonna mow this lawn one day, and there's gonna be rock shooting everywhere, and these parents let their kids throw these rocks all in like down this hill in the grass. So Sunday came. I had another good round, shooting above my average, and after round 3, where was I sitting? Right on the cash line. Like literally last cash, all 3 rounds so far. Playing blue to blue again. At this point, you would think that it's been 4 rounds in heat and humidity. I think round 4, it was at least 90 degrees, and it had to be 80% humidity. It was so draining. You wouldn't think that people would throw a lot better. Now, I haven't statistically fact-checked this, but it seems like a lot of people played a little bit better that 4th round, which is where I think the really good players are still going to play really good, where everybody else might kind of like fall off. But I had a chance to play with Kyle Moriarty. I played with Rob Velicki, which is always fun.
Did you tell him you picked him?
Oh, I told him I picked him early. I think at one point, after round 1 or 2, he said, I hope that there wasn't any money on the line. And I played with Connor Henderson, who I played with him at FDR this year. He's a super cool kid. And I don't know if it's his dad or his uncle or whoever it is that goes around with the camera. He's always taking really cool photos of a lot of the downstate tournaments. Yeah, so fast forward to literally the last hole. During this round, I got like 2 or 3 times as many birdies as the first time I played blue to blue, but I was racking up more bogeys. And I'm finishing on hole 7, blue to blue, which is kind of like a tight flip appizer. It's a pretty soft par 4. I'm sure it scores like one of the easiest holes on the layout. And I threw a great drive, or what I thought was a great drive. It ended up being a little short left, so I was kind of pinched. I didn't look at scores at this point. Like I think I fell back down to like even par, and didn't think that was going to be good enough for cash or whatever. I threw a forehand roller that didn't really like turn over on me, so I had my birdie putt was basically like a 45-footer step out from within a wineberry bush or a raspberry bush, whatever they have over there. A super low percentage chance, but I didn't really like give it a great effort. By this point, Kyle was on the cart behind me, and he catches up and he's like, "What are you doing?" It's like, "Why didn't you try to make that?" And I'm like, if I miss it, I'm gonna like take a double or triple bogey. He's like, "You needed that to make cash," and I'm like, "No." I didn't even give it a chance when it was all on the line. So yeah, I finished even par in that round for an overall tournament rating of 980. Yeah. So kind of happy with the tournament as a whole, but I left a lot out there, and I thought this would be my first time cashing at an A tier, which would have been sick, but
I mean, your worst round was still 8 points above your rating.
Yeah, I was throwing good. I didn't make as many C2 putts as I felt like I normally do, and I missed a couple really short C1 putts just from like being exhausted or not focusing enough. Kind of embarrassing.
So do you blame you or Mark Saraceno and Gillis McDougall? Because they're right above you, and looks like Mark beat you by a stroke and Gillis got you by 2 on the final hole. So he jumped you.
Oh, these sons of bitches. They weren't going to come in 24th. All they had to do was they could have pulled me up with them. Rising tides lift all ships, or whatever they say. No, Gillis is a super good player, so I'm not surprised, and I'm not familiar with Mark. But now 4 rounds, 4 good days of weather, although it was kind of too hot for me, and I don't think I played with the same guy twice all around. They were all watched Kate Clay, her last few holes, and she was I think she was sitting in a tie for 3rd going to the last hole, and was able to keep it clean on 18 and jump cast Leoy for that solo 2nd place.
Yeah, 947 in that last round. The highest rated round. Actually, it might be the highest rated FPO round in the tournament. 947. Yeah, looks like a hot round.
Saw a lot of 2 meters. Didn't personally get 2 meter at all, but there was definitely a lot of, I hate the 2 meter talk. Some guys took it better than others, but
Did anybody skip off the road on 16 and go in a tree?
damn it, I don't think that's what happened to that guy. A guy on my card did get 2 meter on 16, but I think he tried to go flex and it just kind of like hit the base of the tree. No, but I did tell that story a lot. Oh my god, I must have said it at least close to half a dozen times. It's just too good not to tell.
Yeah, no, that's totally fair.
Yeah, so Eden Fornoff is your FPO winner. She beat Caitlin Clay by 3 strokes. And Jesse Longenecker is the MPO winner. He beat Harry Chase by, looks like 7 strokes. Minus 41. I'd have to go back and look, but these scores are getting bigger each year. It seems. I might be wrong. Do you remember anybody shooting 41, Corey?
I don't know. I haven't been going there that long, but I can't imagine they haven't gotten much bigger than that.
And that's crazy. I've heard of bears at Mighty Gaw. I've seen bears at Mighty Gaw, but never at Warwick. I mean, I wouldn't say it's out of the realm of possibility, obviously.
If for no other reason than it's kind of crazy. There's so many like garbage cans, which is great for, giving people a place to put their garbage, I guess, that they can't bring out themselves. But, open garbage cans, I feel like that's typically like what bears enjoy.
That's always a catch-22 because who's going to pick them up?
Right.
Anything else about Warwick Disc Golf Championships?
Yeah, I guess. I didn't see it, but there was an ace on hole 5, silver to blue, which an ace on hole 5 at all is that blue basket is so far back and on that hill. Like if he misses the basket, he's probably like on 4 blue, maybe even silver's tee pad.
That's nice. I mean, that's a tough one.
It looks like it was Zachary Tassone who threw it in for 1.
We did picks for the Warwick Disc Golf Championships. We also did a poll on the Facebook page. Let me pull that up.
I came in dead last, but Corey Cook like he did all right.
We had 21 votes, which that's probably a solid amount of the listenership. So we'll go based on the votes as far as who we'll start with. It looks like Eric and Jamin are our 2 low vote getters. This almost goes based on picking order. Eric had 4% of the votes with 1 vote. Corey Cook picked Eric. Possibly because Eric's first pick was Corey Cook.
You got to support local.
Couldn't let homie out there with no votes.
Oh, if he had 0 coming in today, I would have voted for him. But they had 1. I wasn't going to split that tie. So Corey Cook came in 27th, 1 spot below the cash line.
Not even 1 spot, 1 freaking stroke.
So Corey came in 27th. Eric also picked Dylan Horst, who tied for 9th, Craig Cutler, who tied for 14th, and Emily Moore, who DNF'd, so came in 9th. So that gives Eric a total of 59 points, and he is currently the leader. How do you feel about your lead there, Eric? Do you think it's sustainable?
No, but you will say yes. Yeah. I think I'm going to win this one. I'm feeling really confident right now. Thanks, Corey.
I did what I could for you.
I appreciate that, bud. You did good. Emily Moore, I got baited, but it's okay. It's okay.
So Eric's in the lead at 59 points. Tied at 4% in votes was Jamin, who had Chris Dahl voted for him. He had Jesse Longenecker, who is your Warwick winner. He also picked Cassandra Leoy, who tied for 3rd in the FPO division. So far, so good. Ethan Yager DNF'd, so he tied for 61st place. And he picked himself, Jamin Hume, tied for 29th, which gives him 94 points, which means Eric's still in the lead. That may or may not be why Jamin shuttled off to Colorado. We also had a tie for 4th place with 10% of the votes. They each had 2 votes. So we'll start with Randy, who had Adam Dahl and Ivan Marmota picked him. So that should have been like 3 votes. That's a lot of people. Randy picked Michelle Gallagher in the FPO division. She tied for 3rd. He had Dylan Capaccioli, who tied for 17th, Miles Sayer, who came in 7th, and Zachary Tassone, who came in 6th, giving Randy 33 points. And anybody feel free to check my math on this. This is, I did use a calculator, but...
So far, so good.
I would never check.
So Randy knocks off Eric to take the lead, but Eric, you're still in 2nd. Not too shabby.
Love it.
In hindsight, the lady pick was maybe not the smartest thing to pick first. Thank you, Corey, for explaining that last week. But even doing that, I think I got some really solid guys. So not too bad.
Well, the fun of the FPO pick also is that maybe you don't want to do it in the first round, but it's like, who's going to be the first one to do it?
It was me.
It was Evan, yes.
Yeah, it was me.
Well, yeah.
Went, ooh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. I'm just thinking like maybe is it a late 2nd round, an early 3rd round? When do you want to make that?
Yeah, I think it's a really good pick in like the Pro Tour field when we do stuff like this. But
Yeah, or if we were counting strokes, maybe.
yeah,
Then you could see more disparity.
That's a good
exactly.
point. But we wanted to be lazy this week and just do the straight up placing. So that Evan was tied with Randy for 4th place. He had Mike Schwartz and himself voted for him. He picked Caitlin Clay, who came in 2nd in the FPO division. Steve Brinster tied for 19th in MPO. Landon Brooks, who we mentioned earlier, tied for 9th. And Kyle Hirsch came in 21st place. So that gives Evan 51 points, which moves him into 2nd place behind Randy.
I agree with what Randy said when Corey explained it, and again, picking places in a 9-person field. However, Caitlin Clay is the only player I saw who was listed as Troy, New York, so she was going to be my first pick no matter what. So good job, Caitlin.
That's fair. 3rd place in the vote getters, that was Corey, Donald Collins, Ryan Nelson, Randy Bemis, and Ryan Travis, 148343, voted for Corey. He had 20% of the vote. His picks were Harry Chase, who came in 2nd place, Wyatt Mahoney in 8th, Rob Valecki in 16th, and Kate Do That, who came in 6th in the FPO division, for a total of 32 points. 1 point better than Randy.
One up.
Did you figure out how to pronounce Kate's name yet, Corey?
No, actually, it's funny. The name came up like Sunday maybe, and I'm like, man, what do I know that from? I feel like I just talked about that.
Jess played on a car with her. I was like, oh, is that how you say your name? Jess is like, no, that's not how you say your name. I was like, oh, how do you say it? And she's like, I don't remember, but it's not that. Like, okay, that's helpful.
Douthit?
I like do that.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's heard that her whole life. Our 2nd place vote getter had 5 votes. Kyle Hirsch, Tucker Kozlowski, Will Byrne, Justin Muccelli, and Eric Heinel voted for Jason, who had 23% of the vote. Jason picked Lucas Oberholzer Hess, who tied for 3rd, Matt Hammerstein, who also tied for 3rd, David Fleck, who came in 5th, and his FPO pick, Jess Lasasso, came in 7th. And he actually tried to switch it to Eden Fornoff, right, Jason? Beforehand?
Yeah,
Is that who you wanted to pick up?
A late add into the tournament.
Who ended up winning, and had you picked her, forget about it. Because as it is right now with Jess in 7th place, you still have 18 points. Yeah. For the future, I don't have any problem with that. If somebody adds to the tournament, it's kind of like when you're doing picks or like a fantasy thing, somebody hits the waiver wire or something, or there's a free agent that pops up.
That felt a little unfair, though, because she's like the highest rated FPO player to sign up. So it felt like I was kind of kidding.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
Fact of the matter is I'm only 1 vote. So if everybody else says that's, not cool, then
We could deliberate that on case-by-case basis.
okay.
And when you said you were kidding, you mean you were only like 90% serious, right?
So our top vote getter had 29% of the vote, 6 votes. Kathleen Bemis, Joe Karen, Sparky Spalding, Alex Potts, Eric Mergendahl, and Brandon Klein all picked Alex. He had Paul Kranz, who tied for 9th, Kyle Moriarty, who tied for 17th, Andrew Fish, who tied for 12th, and in the FPO division, Katie Marchionese, who came in 5th place, for a total of 43 points.
Didn't cut it.
No,
I thought I had a chance until I heard Jason's results.
Yeah, good enough for 4th, right in the middle. Yeah, once I said tied for 17th, I mean, Jason had 18 total points.
Exactly.
Yeah. This is a credit to all you guys. I went to look to see if there was anybody I could take to maybe beat you guys after the event was over. The first person I could have picked was Zach Doyle, who tied for 12th. So you guys picked the top, 11 or, the top 12 finishers, basically. So that was pretty good.
Maybe it was Kyle that said it, or, we were just talking about how over 4 rounds, like on a 2-round tournament, maybe you could have a little bit better, like, homogenization of the skill levels. Like it's not too crazy for someone a little bit lower rated to be finishing up in the top. But after 4 rounds, the cream really does rise. So everyone you would expect to be in the top 10 is, or whatever 15 is, that is who is there.
Well, shout out Evan. He had the only, if I'm correct here, he had the only player under 1,000 rated in the top 10, Landon Brooks, 991 rated.
Yeah, that's my guy. I met him at the expo and I went with Tim. I bought a wave. We talked for a little bit. He's a snowboarder. Cool guy.
And I'm wrong because Zachary Tassone is a 993 and he finished in 6th. But either way.
That's right. You can edit that out and just be me.
Somebody picked him though. Was that Randy?
Yeah, Randy did. Good job, Randy.
Okay. Yeah.
I did it.
And he finished ahead of Landon. So well done, Randall.
I don't know. 991 in 9th or 993 in 6th. Which one's more the dark horse?
How old was Landon, Jason? You said he's like 14?
Yeah, he's 14.
Yeah, I'll take that.
That's a good one.
So I didn't come in last, right?
No, that was Jamin.
Let's go. Sorry, Jamie.
yeah.
That's why he's heading to Colorado right now.
Thank you,
He
Corey.
didn't want to face the music.
Sorry about your streak.
It's all right.
Hasn't even gotten started, really.
Like a phoenix rising from its ashes. It'll come back that much better.
Jason, do you have a rules question?
Sure. All right. Give me a course to apply this rule at.
Port Jervis.
Port Jervis. Okay, I've never played there, but I'm going to use my imagination.
Wait, I take it back. Wolf Woods.
Wolf Woods. Okay. So Alex Pans is playing Wolf Woods. He went down last weekend and the course was closed because of the tournament, so he just decided to go over to Wolf Woods. Actually, this has got to be during a PGA event, so let's pretend there's a C tier happening there for some reason. So he's playing on a card, and he gets to hole 6, which I have no idea what that hole looks like, but let's pretend I do. And he throws his tee shot, goes off to the right, a little in the rough. The rest of his cards throw, and they're advancing. He gets to his disc, and he's lining up his shot, trying to get up and down to save par. Assuming it's par 3, I don't know. And right as he's like in his backswing, he feels this like sharp pain on his leg. And he looks down, and he's got his foot in a bee's nest. So he jumps back and sees that his disc is just getting attacked by bees. So he doesn't want to go play from his lie. What can he do? Does he have to play from that, or can he take relief from it?
So I'm pretty sure there is some amount of relief from something like hazardous insects, hazardous things like that. I want to say it's only like 1 meter or 2 meters or something like that, though, so I don't think it's much. There's always the option of abandoning the throw and going back to the tee, which is, not ideal, but it's an option. I think there's some relief, but not much.
I think it's worded as you get relief until you're in a safe position. I don't think it's numbered in a sense. It's like where it's reasonable to do so or something like that. So you go back like 20 feet or however far bees can find you, which is anywhere.
I was going to say that's anywhere.
I think he gets another 30 seconds to put on his Tyvek suit, but he's got to play it from there.
Interesting.
With bees, yeah, I would say you would get a reasonable... I would say you would get a reasonable amount of relief.
I mean, it would be the same as any dangerous object on the course. I mean, wouldn't you treat it the same way as any other dangerous
thing? A cliff
thing?
edge doesn't move, is what I'm thinking. Like,
well, yeah.
The cliff edge will always be right there.
But also, you don't want to be throwing off a cliff edge.
No.
Welcome to Porcupine Springs.
Any other thoughts?
Well, I agree totally with Alex that you just take relief because it's a hazard where the group feels it's safe, and then you play from where you're safe with no penalty. That's my feeling.
All right, before I give the answer, let's just change one thing. Instead of a bee's nest, let's say it's a giant bush of poison ivy.
Ooh, this is perfect because this literally happened. It was round 3 at Warwick, I think, and somebody landed in poison ivy, and they asked about taking relief, and we were kind of like unsure at first, and my initial reaction is someone that is highly allergic to it. I'd be like, well, I would say yes, but then we consulted the app, and it specifically mentions, I think in the QA section, are you allowed to take relief from irritive plants or whatever language it used? And it said no, unless denoted by the TD. But that specifically mentioned plants, I think. And it was also the Q&A section.
That's also what I had in my head was plants, you don't get anything. Animals/bugs, you do get.
What if you're like deathly allergic to bees?
Okay, so I'll give the answer. 80302, relief from obstacles. Player may take relief from the following obstacles: harmful insects or animals, which I always wonder why they have to separate those because aren't insects animals, Randy?
That they are.
Okay. Or any item designated by the director. So poison ivy is not an insect or an animal, as far as I know. So you don't get relief from that, but bees are an insect and an animal, so you get relief. And the relief would be to a new lie that is on the line of play, farther from the target, and to the nearest point that provides relief. So you have to use some judgment about how far back you got to go from a bee's nest before you can get stung. Now you know.
Another highly applicable rules question.
I was trying to think of like some other like animal or insect that would be more interesting.
How about a bear?
I was seeing the bear cave on hole 18 at JPark. If you go in there and you see eyes, but then where would you possibly take relief from on that hole? Like, would you go back to hole 15?
Yeah, you'd be going back a bit. Then you'd have a giant hill or a kiln in your way.
Yeah. How far can a bear chase you too, right? I mean, like
Greg, I think I cursed your name and blamed you for putting a tree in the middle of 18's fairway that I hit for some reason. Just Thought you'd be the type of person that would plant a tree right where the perfect line is.
What course are we talking about?
JPark 18. I don't know, any course. If I had a tree, it's your fault. It's more fun that way.
18's gotten a lot easier. A lot more trees are gone than there used to be.
Sure.
But the one thing that remains is Kenji and his sweater vest on the T sign.
Yeah, that and the giant tree towering over the T pad, supported by like dreams and a couple
Toenails.
boulders. Yeah, dude.
Two other things while they're on my mind before I jump off. Number one, when we were going through the pick, it would be fun for one of these events if we do it to get points by how much they cash, because then it's like weighted more towards the top players, and then also the FPO. I think they have more weight than some of the FPO players.
So, like, for example, Jesse Longnecker won $1,460. That's how many points he would get?
Yeah.
I love that idea. Very Price is Right vibes.
Yeah, if they're in the bottom 60% or they DNF, it doesn't matter because they don't get any points. Just a thought for one of these future ones that we do.
No, it does have to be something similar to this where it has a good amount of MPO players. We usually do that anyway.
Yeah, I think a pro-only event, like an A tier, we're going to have enough cash that it's going to matter.
Yeah. No,
The second thing I want to bring up is got email from Skip Ace to remind everybody to put Worlds in, which I think I did that a while ago, but then I just realized like I never put Warwick in. I definitely should have put Warwick in. But if there's any other events, I think Wilcox is probably worth putting in, right?
The WoW? Yeah.
Any other big A tiers? Syracuse Open, maybe?
My only issue with that is, are they still pending? Because the two local events, the Jammer and Mindkill, last I checked, were still pending as far as the results.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe they need all the whole data? I don't know.
Well, he did the whole big update. So right now, I don't see pending in the standings.
Maybe they fixed it.
It might have updated. Yeah, that would be my only hesitation. But if it's fixed, of course, right now I can't change to page 2 on our overall standings. It keeps giving me a server error, 500 server error.
How do you guys feel about Syracuse?
I'm not against it. It does. I mean, it is a little off the beaten path of listening area, I suppose. But I mean, it is another big A tier that I think a lot of us are going to be
It's
at.
got 57 MPO. I'm sure there's a lot of discappers on there. I see Jamin, Kyle, Tucker.
Duncan Farquharson.
Yeah.
I mean, what's it got? 57, and then the FPO has 12.
Yeah, I think it's good. And Wilcox is, I think, definitely.
If anybody thinks of any, you hanging out for a few more minutes, Jason, or you got to get
I
going?
mean, if now's a good time for me to jump off, I'll jump off. Yeah, look forward to listening to it on Thursday. And I'm going to try to make it out there, I think, on Saturday with the family. The monthly is tea times still, right?
Flex time on Saturday.
Sorry, yeah, flex time. So is there like a go anytime we want, or we have to sign up somewhere?
No, just come anytime you want. There'll be plenty of people there waiting for other people to play with.
Okay, because I think we may come with the family and then like one of us plays, the other one watches the kids, and then switch. Which will work out well. No, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, hope to make it up there. It's kind of a trek for me, but I love Porcupine Springs.
Yep, thanks for bringing the family up. It's always nice to see Jess and the kids at the Thursday Handicap League. Cat Bemis and the whole family shows up, so it's a lot of fun.
All right, well, enjoy, guys. I will talk to you all next week.
All right, man. Take it
Later,
easy.
buddy.
Later.
Bye.
Thought we'd talk about the Summer Battle Royale. Evan, do you have that link to the actual page?
I can pull it up quick.
He just updated it.
Yeah, I saw he posted on Facebook, but they're hideous. Those
They're terrible.
Try those.
Beat
I
me
got
to
old
it.
man vision.
Once in a while, I'm quick enough, Alex. Once in a while.
All right, Greg, did you play? Did I see one of these where Greg played recently?
Oh, yep. I got to play Mike Zanchelli.
Okay, well, we haven't updated this in a bit. The winner's bracket. Wow, this is really. I think you were right, Eric. This is gone quick.
I told you once we got through that one part, I think it was just going to fly by.
Yeah, people are into it. Matches are definitely happening.
Well, I almost want to do round 2 because I think we did most of it, but not all of it. So round 2, Brendan Klein beat Luke Kotleski. Kevin Wen beat Devin Lamke. So looks like Kevin Wen beat Brandon Klein.
I think that happened today.
Oh, was that today? Kevin won 7-5.
Ouch.
So Brandon's probably still alive, though, right? Yeah, he's in the loser's bracket. Russ O'Toole beat Mark Ox, and Aaron Holtby beat Dennis Daly. So Aaron Holtby beat Russ O'Toole, and Russ O'Toole's still in it. Oh, goodness, no, there's just a lot here to
Well,
grasp.
quick spoiler on that. Dennis went to the loser's bracket and played Kenji and lost, and Dennis is out.
Well, you know what they say about Dennis.
Get off.
That sounded like a smile in your voice, Evan. Am I wrong?
No, I just I played J27 with a bunch of people yesterday, including Dennis. So he showed up in a pretty pouty mood because he had just lost to Kenji. So we heard a lot about it. So it's just fresh on my mind. That's all. And good for Kenji. I think that's an upset probably in most people's brackets.
And I lost to a back and forth with Jamie Borge. We did Thatcher shorts, just a nice chill round in the morning on Saturday. Beautiful day up there, barely any wind. We ran into Mons, who was playing.
He played Luke.
And do you know who won? Luke looks like 3-2.
Mons is out.
Mons is out. Okay.
Defending runner-up.
That's one half of Camel Case Corey Brian Monahan, for those that don't know
Correct.
who Mons is.
Sorry.
Olympus Mons.
Thank you, Pat. And we were back and forth, I mean, the entire time. He's super casual player, perfect person to have. And literally came down to, I think it was hole 17. He got one up on me. And then 18, we tied, and that was it. That was the end of it. I'm honestly totally okay with it. I wish Jamie would luck moving on. And yeah, I'm excited to not have to play more competitive disc golf.
All right. So the losers bracket right now, round 3, you got Jimmy O'Connell and Josh Lee. Jamie Borge is waiting on the winner of Joe Karen and Tim Martino. Kenji Klein and JJ Knapp. And Justin Hickok and Luke Kotletsky. Then there's Ross O'Toole, Brandon Klein, Mike Zancelli, and Kyle Moore are waiting for the results of those other matches. For the winners bracket in round 2, Kyle Moore beat Jamie Borge, Terry Hudson beat Tim Martino, and then Terry Hudson beat Kyle Moore. And these are all ones we've mentioned, I remember now. Greg Kurtz beat Josh Lee, Mike Zancelli beat Jimmy O'Connell, and then Greg, you played Mike. When was this?
We played Blues at SPW, I can just figure sometime last week. Mike played better. Sunday at Christ the King was a real brutal day, and he wasn't able to finish, but he was in better spirits. We played Thursday morning before league, I think that's what or after league. I think I won 2 up. I'm not sure.
That's what I have here.
I know I played Terry Hudson next.
Yeah. So Greg Kurtz is the winner of the Zencaster iPhone app, guys. So yeah, you got Terry Hudson and Kevin Wen and Aaron Holtby are the last 4 remaining in the winners bracket. Looks like 17 players left, but of those 17, 13 are 1 loss away from being out. So like Eric said, that'll probably still go pretty quickly. Anything else on the AM side? Pro side, still waiting on Corey Cook. Jason, is there any update on that?
No, actually, I was just thinking about that today because I think August 4th is when Brandon wants them done, and boy, is calendar thick between now and then. So now me and Jason got to figure that out.
JPark's not one of the options, is it?
Oh, it is, and that's probably where we will play J West or J South, but
I was going to say maybe while doubles is going on, you guys just play your match.
Yeah, I'm sure Justin and Charlie would love me to not play a week. That'll be the day that there's like 30 people there and all the points are available.
You don't need no stinking points.
No, but yeah, I might have talked to Jason about doing that because it's
going to be the match of the century. I mean, we need this match.
It quite literally could be if centuries were like
a week,
a 2-month period.
So basically, it's the winner's bracket. It's Corey and Jason whenever they figure out what they're doing. The loser's bracket round 2, Travis Bashore beat Jason Gorsage. And Alex, we talked about it last time, I believe, beat Ryan Yadow. 2 times ago. Then Travis Bickersmith, is there any info on that one?
That happened today, and it went to a playoff, and Travis birdied hole 1 to beat Brian.
Wow.
Where did they play? Do you remember?
Stonykill.
They played at SPW, I believe.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I was just going to say it was not Stonykill.
And Alex, you played Adam Schumaker. Was that today?
Yeah, just earlier today.
Where'd you guys play?
We went back to CPS because apparently I just need to play all of my matches at CPS, and that's what I've been doing. Started right around 5. Super nice guy. He nailed a couple of long putts to start off, which made me really scared, but he kind of drifted off as things went. He wasn't making the 40-foot putts anymore, which, I mean, you can't really ask yourself to do that too many of those. But it was pretty tight for most of the rounds. Then as we started to get like 12, 13, 14, I went up by 2 and kind of held that. And we just pushed a lot for the last few. And I ended up taking it down 2-1 on hole 17.
Nice.
Good job.
So now you get to play Travis, and the winner of that plays the loser of Jason and Corey. Where do you guys think you'll play? Do you have, just speculating, what do you think? I know you just finished the match, so it's probably not anything planned.
Yeah, nothing planned yet. So we are officially in the green level of potential places to play, and a lot of those are really far away from me. We got Burbine, we got Moreau, we got Heiser as options, but those are all over an hour from me, so I'd prefer not to do those. We could do Greenville, and then we've got 2 options for JPark, which feels like JPark would be my inclination, but again, I haven't, like you said, we haven't talked at all about it.
If you had to guess, where do you think Travis would want to play?
That's a good question. I feel like he doesn't get to Heiser that much. JPark's probably pretty far up there. Maybe Greenville. I think he'd be leaning towards JPark, but I don't know.
My guess is for you guys, Greenville's a little further than JPark, right?
Yes.
It's in the opposite direction, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how far it is, but it's definitely a little bit farther.
Okay. Like I said, the winner of your match plays the loser of Corey and Jason, and then the winner of that plays the winner of Corey and Jason, and they have to beat them twice, once in a regular match, and if they beat them in that regular match, then they play a 9-hole wherever they chose. Evan, I thought we were going to stop talking about this Battle Royale now that we're out. What's up with that?
Yeah, Pat, this is not how we talked about
this is
abandoning this
up.
coverage.
It didn't come up last week, actually.
Last week we just ran out of time, so
It's been cool. It's been cool to see it kind of evolve out of the winter version, which was, smaller kind of test run. Like I said, yesterday we were at JPark. We had a kind of a big free smoke tour gathering, and there was a lot of buzz. A bunch of people there are in or were in the summer battle. So people talking about matchups and other matches, who's beaten who. It's been cool. I give props to B. Klein. Appreciate him running it.
Nice. Randy, we haven't heard from you a lot this evening. What did you do this past weekend?
This past weekend, I did nothing disc golf related. We did work around the house all week.
Did he talk about the $500 ace he got?
Oh, yeah, I did do that last week.
Where was this?
This was at Stonykill Dubs.
That was
On
for
Wednesday?
$500.
On Wednesday, yeah. Yeah, so for Dubs, there's a lot of buzz around $500 ace pot. And showing up there, they were saying that they were going to start rolling over money. So there was money in the next ace pot. And so they were going to do it in $50 increments, which I thought made no sense. So I'm up there arguing with them about it.
That was funny. We're telling him, this is not a cap. This is not a cap. This is the definition of a soft cap.
And I'm trying to say, just do a hard cap. So there's a bunch of money for next month or next week after someone hits the ace. And they're like, all right, Randy, well, if you hit it, it's just 500. And I'm like, all right, perfect. That's what I wanted. I thought that, next week when someone hits it, it should be worth 100 and not 50.
Randy said, all right, bet.
So who was my partner? Oh, Alan Ketzer was my partner. And we were definitely thinking about aces. We started on 18, which is actually a decent hole to just kind of warm up before getting to the stretch of aceable holes on the front. And I feel like we were too focused on acing, and all of our tee shots were just like a little wonky, and we didn't get as many birdies as we should have on the front. And then we get to the back 9, and Dennis bet me he could outdrive me on 10 for $5. And I'm like, Dennis, this is the easiest money I've ever made in my life. He throws his drive, and it's good. But I've landed past this spot that he just threw to a million times. And I throw mine, and I think it's really great. And it kind of gets knocked down by the wind. And we walk up there, and they're right next to each other. And it's pretty hard to tell. And he immediately just goes double or nothing on hole 14. And I'm just like, okay, like, why not? And then we get to 14 up the hill. He throws the best shot I've seen on 14 in a while. Just line drive, goes right underneath the bucket. It's like maybe 10 feet long, which I can't tell from the bottom. And I throw mine pretty nice, but it ends up like 15 feet pin high right. So he won $10 off me. So I was in the hole at this point.
Randy's in the red.
Yeah. And then we play the shorties, 14B and C. 14B, I threw out of bounds. Luckily, Alan got that one completely solo. And then 14C, everyone on my card had gone out of bounds already, hanging it out too far right. Me and Andrew Dorrell had figured out the real play on 14C is to throw it right at the basket, because the grass will generally just catch you if you hyzer a little bit too far left. But, hanging it out wide and never coming in bounds is the bigger mistake. Yeah, just threw it right at the target. About halfway there, I already started calling it, and it just smashed right side chains, dropped right in. It was beautiful.
What disc did you throw?
It was a full eclipse NB.
Very nice.
Yeah, that actually reinvigorated us. We were kind of outside the cash, and hitting that got us right back in. And then we just birdied out, and then won in a playoff and won the whole thing too. So it was a really good night.
Did Dennis try to get you to gamble with any of your newfound money?
No, he didn't. I think he was really stoked about beating me on 2 holes, basically.
I'm sure he was.
So it was a 3-way tie: Jacob Johnson and Joe Galinas and Tim Golden and Alex Potts, all at minus 13. Anything to add there, Alex?
No, playing the playoff was fun. We had a nice little crowd following us because we had 3 teams playing off. But yeah, it was cool watching Randy win it. Really, it was Alan. I think he did the drive and the putt. So
How many holes did it go?
just the one.
Oh, okay.
And also, because I know Randy's not going to mention it, I thought it was classy that Randy handed off all of the weekly winnings to Alan, presumably because he got the $500 payday.
The $490 payday. Nice. Since we're talking about leagues and such, Corey, how was J-Dubs Points Championship Week 18?
Yeah, we played J North. Weather was great. We had 12 people. Basically, Jason Lasasso and James Scow lit it up, shooting 11 down. The birdie bank was a pretty hard set of holes, which I have handy here. 15, 16, 18, 19, and 26. So pretty hard birdie bank. And Justin and Tim Stucci were able to birdie. I forget exactly which one they birdied, but they basically hit the birdie bank and birdied their last 2 holes, hole 28 and 29, which are also super tough birdies to tie for second. And I picked up a CTP early like an idiot before everyone had played it. And I asked Randy and Brendan Sisk, where did you guys land? And
Wasn't that 2 weeks ago?
No, that was last week.
Didn't you say the same thing last week?
Okay, so it's not just me, right? Because I literally thought I forgot to post a recap, but I did already. So my Monday work was done for me. But no, I'm pretty sure that was last week.
That blows my mind. I could have swore that you said the same thing last week. I might have read it and heard it in your voice because I hear all of your voices when I sleep now. So I apologize. That's trippy to me, to be honest.
Weird, because I was also getting tripped out about it before I started talking about it. But no, yeah, J-Dub's going along smoothly, and we're playing J West 19 this week. So.
Heck yeah. Was it go 26 weeks?
I think I said 28. Yeah, I think it drops 8 and keeps 20 of them. So almost at that point. I think Brendan might be the only one that has played every week. Yeah.
Greg, you played Prospect Park Dubs last week. How'd that go?
Prospect Park Dubs last week. I was there. You
played with Tim Stucci.
We did well. I don't remember what happened.
I have you guys tied at -10 with Ethan Hakala and Brandon, my nemesis, Klein. Was there a tiebreaker?
Oh, did we win? We birdied the first hole and won. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we birdied the first hole and won.
All right. Yeah, UDisc doesn't always do tiebreakers, so I don't know those things.
I remember that now. We took the low route and made a 20-foot putt, and they did not make their putt. And yes, that Prospect Dubs has been doing great. Good group of 20 guys plus every week, so been going well.
Nice. Also on Monday, Matthew Bauer and Christopher Evanchuk shot a -5 to win Colonial Acres Dubs. Rick Steeler and correspondent Joe Karen shot a -16 to win Saratoga Spa Dubs Week 15. Warwick Tuesday Dubs, Jason Murak shot a -8, presumably Cali or somebody who's not on UDisc. Kisco Tuesday Dubs, Jason Adamski and Chris Schofield shot a -14 to win. John Tamburino and Hunter Betris shot a -12 to win Wilcox Tuesday Dubs. Jessica Lasasso and Caitlin Clay shot a -5. So did Kat Bemis and Megan Mercier at Women's League at SPW. So they had a tie. I don't know if there was a tiebreaker there. CTK Handicap League, John Furman won that. Jared won the Port Jervis Disc Golf Spring Summer League Week 9 on Wednesday in Port Jervis. Jared Borelli and Ryan Lorenz shot a -11 to win Shen Creek Dubs Week 16. CPS Thursday Dubs Week 14, Dennis Daly and Robert Gersman shot a -8. So did Tyler the Cannon Gannon and Peter Cornish. Friday, Robert K won the Skylands Friday Handicap League. I didn't write down where they played. It was either Warwick or Oasis or Wolf Woods. TGI FDR Dubs, Elijah Morgan and Sean Ryan shot a -13 to win. Port Jervis Fun Day Friday Doubles had a 3-way tie. Micah Ortez and Zachary Storms shot a -12. So did Peter Newland and Mark Affeck. And Richard D. and Christy Chaplin also shot -12 and had an ace. I don't know what hole. SPW Dubs League, Jordan Caslin and Harry Lehman shot a -10. Cranmore Dubs League at Moreau, Ethan Winkle and Mark Meinrinken shot a -6. Long Island Sunday Dubs, Josh Winkler and Derek Yarrow shot a -17. Curious what layout that was on. SPW Dubs League had a Bring Your Partner Dubs. In the Pro Division, the Tower Power Jason Gorsage and John Duda won with a -7. And Peter Lauber and David J. Deerbeck won the MA1 division at -1. Other than obviously the Porcupine Springs this weekend, anything else coming up?
The Pro League on Wednesday. Wednesday's Pro. Oh, that's right. It's going to be too late. I was going to say they're coming up to my place this Wednesday.
Nice.
Are you going to play it, Greg?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Why, are you going to come up?
No, I wanted to, but
That's fine.
my lawnmower literally just died, and that's the day I'm getting my new zero turn delivered.
Nice. Zero turn.
After all these years gooning over one, finally got.
You have a big yard.
It's literally cost more than half of the vehicles I've owned in my life. Shit's crazy.
I would imagine if Corey didn't have JPark 2 miles away, that he'd have his own Porcupine Springs. Do you have enough land for that, Corey, or no?
Not like
No.
Springs, but I could at least get 9 unique holes, like putter only. But I don't think I can throw like a shot that's longer than like 250 without bringing my house and windows into play.
Well, we all know how you love throwing putters now, so why not do it?
You still have all those clay tiles out there?
Those like drainage pipe things, yeah, they're down there.
Yeah.
Right next to turn 1 of the go-kart track, the tire wall.
Perfect. Got to be a use for those somewhere.
Yeah, yard art.
No.
Still lots of time to sign up for the Stonykill Scramble. About half the slots left in singles and most of the slots left in doubles, but those will tend to fill up.
Oh, I'm not signed up for it yet.
Yeah, I'm glad you reminded me.
When is that?
That is the end of August. It's the last weekend in August, aka Labor Day weekend.
I meant to ask you this earlier, Alex. Do you plan on playing the Warwick AMs?
That was on my list as a potential, but then I lost track of when it was happening. I think it's end of September.
I thought in the past it had been like October, maybe. Yeah.
It was one of those things that I wrote down on my list of like, oh, that happens. And I like playing Warwick, so I should probably do that. But then like couldn't find it on Disc Golf Scene, so I couldn't, coordinate it with my follow these tournaments thing. So it's definitely on the list. I don't know if I'm going to need it for points, but then again, I also just like playing Warwick, so I might do it anyway. Yeah, it looks like the past 2 years have been last week of September, first week of October, so it's on the list for sure.
You guys up for a quiz?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Greg, you got time?
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Geography.
Who's your partners?
I crushed it in geography last time.
We got to play with the Troy. I want Eric and Evan and me to be the Troy crew here.
All right.
Troyalty.
That's
Right
not
on.
usually what they say, I don't think.
It is what they say, and they don't say anything else.
That's it. That's
I feel like there's something, it's a little more porcelain about it or something.
No. You're way off. You're thinking of Samsonite.
Oh, okay.
So we got G versus Car.
G. Sorry.
No, it's
I don't know how long it's going to take for that to be like old, but anytime Eric and Evan are going to be on the same team, it's just always going to be that. So, well, I guess we'll see how many variations we can come up with before.
It's always going to be what? I'm curious.
A blank EE. So like before it was re, and now it's G.
Oh yeah. Oh. I actually didn't put that together until right now. That's why I said re.
It could be.
Glad you're on my team, buddy.
all right. So G, Greg, Evan, and Eric. We got 3 categories. What category would you like? Category 1, Category 2, or Category 3?
Category 1.
You guys good?
Let's do it.
All right. Question 1, Category 1. What city on an island now better known for a type of grizzly bear was the capital of Russian Alaska? What city on an island better known for a type of grizzly bear was the capital of Russian Alaska?
Is it also a chewing tobacco?
I think
can
it is.
neither confirm or deny.
I think you're on the right track, Greg.
I think so.
Copenhagen? Am I already messing this up?
Red Man?
How about Kodiak?
I like it.
You guys agree?
Love it.
Is the Kodiak a disc?
I think that we were asked this in the not too distant past, and I think it wasn't, which leads me to believe maybe it is now. And last week we had those other discs that were cities, so I'm leaning yes.
I would agree, just based on that factor. What do you think, Greg?
Well, I can go the also Oslo and say, yes, I agree.
Love it.
Supersonic Discs, June 27th,
Yay!
2025. All right, Corey, Randy, Alex, Carr. Corey, Alex, Randy. Category 1, 2, or 3?
I feel like anytime I mention anything about a tire wall, I feel like we just had to go with number 3.
Let's do it.
Too soon.
Okay.
I don't get it.
I did not follow the logic.
It's too soon for Corey to be making Dale Earnhardt jokes. That's what I tried to slip in there. I'm sorry. Just forget it.
All right, question 1, Category 3. What is the title of the classic 1986 film about a small-town Indiana high school basketball team's improbable run to the state championship? What is the title of the classic 1986 film about a small-town Indiana high school basketball team's improbable run to the state championship?
Well, that's good old Gene Hackman as coach.
No, just let him go.
Greg's the other team.
Yeah,
Greg's the other
Greg,
team.
Greg,
Greg, don't give him the answer.
Oh, is it? Wait, it's not our turn?
No, we got Kodiak. Now we wait.
Yeah, they got to get their question.
Okay, so we're running off this coach line.
Airbud. I don't know.
It's Hoosiers.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
I already knew the answer.
Thank
That's
you,
why I
Randy.
let Greg go.
I also thought Airbud.
Yeah.
You guys agree?
Hoosiers.
Is the Hoosier a disc?
Oh man.
I don't know.
If it is, I like to think it's named after that Irish singer and not something from
Hoosier?
Indiana. It's all his is Hoosier if you're Irish.
He says it different ways.
Like, what else could a Hoosier be? I only know as the brand of tire.
I got no clue, man.
So we'll say it's not a disc.
I don't know. It seems like it's such a not disc that it's a disc.
So not a disc.
I don't like it.
All right, let's go no then.
You guys agree?
Yeah.
Yep.
You are correct.
Good call.
Bunch of hosers.
Greg, now it's your turn. You, Evan, and Eric, what category? 1 or 3?
Well, let's stay with one.
You guys cool with that?
Oh, absolutely. Just assume that we're cool with whatever Greg picks.
I like it.
All right. Question 2, category 1. What European capital's name comes from a barrier built across the river flowing through it? What European capital's name comes from a barrier built across the river flowing through it?
One more time. Sorry.
What European capital's name comes from a barrier built across a river flowing through it?
Wow. I don't know. Huh.
Phone a friend. Again.
Boy, I just have... All the important cities have rivers going through them. Berlin, Paris, London, all have rivers going through them.
All right, we got to think of it's got to be a substantial. I mean, it has to be of substance.
That they would name it a disc after it.
It might not be, but we're also going based off of Evan's philosophy, which lost us a point in the last time on the last one actually. So
stop living in the past.
All right. We're here.
I don't know. The first thing that popped in my head was London, but I don't know why, and I don't think that has any basis in reality.
A barrier. That's just throwing me for a loop.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking London Bridge, which is not a barrier, but a span.
Moscow? What's going on in Moscow?
That was the answer last week, which makes me think it's unlikely to repeat it.
Uh-huh. They took all the Scandinavian cities last week, I think, too.
Yeah.
Lisbon? Madrid?
Nile? Anything like that? No.
Rome?
All right, we got to make a choice.
I have no answer.
Yeah, I don't have a good solid guess, so.
All right, let's make something up.
Let's pick a real city.
Let's go with Rome, because
Okay.
that could be a disc.
Yeah.
All right,
we're going Rome.
You guys agree?
Yeah.
Car. What European capital's name comes from a barrier built across a river flowing through it?
Are we looking for Amsterdam?
That's what I was thinking.
Oh,
I mean, dam is a thing.
Dam.
Barrier built across a river.
No. Can't be that easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have
if
no
you do,
idea
damned
how.
if you don't.
I was trying to think, like, what is a Paris in French? Like, it must mean, like...
It means Paris.
Yeah.
Listen, I took a lot of high school French. I'm pretty confident.
Yeah.
You know what they call French, right, Evan?
What's that?
Bad Latin.
Oh,
And the bad lad. But Amsterdam.
You guys agree?
Yeah.
Yeah, happy with
Yep.
Amsterdam.
So you're going with Paris? The dam in front of the Amstel River, Amsterdam. Is the Amsterdam a disc?
Gotta be.
I didn't realize the beer was from the river name.
Yeah, I got no clue.
Anyways,
My instinct is Amsterdam is something you associate with weed, and also disc golf is something you associate with weed. So I'm going to go with yes.
I like it.
The logic is flawless.
Yeah.
You guys agree?
Yep.
I'm sorry, no.
It's a steal anyway.
Dark.
Yes, it is. So, Corey, Alex, and Randy, category 1 or category 3?
Yeah, I'm not confident in either of them. So geography, as always, not my strong suit. If it's team names, I'm also not confident in that.
Yeah, I'm scared if it's all team names or sports movies, I'm gonna run out of answers pretty
So we're
quick.
saying
I think.
one.
I think we stick with one for a bit.
Sure.
All right, question 3, category 1. What capital city hosted the 2020 Olympics in 2021? What capital city hosted the 2020 Olympics in 2021?
The Tokyo then?
I was going to say, I thought it was somewhere
I
over
have
there. in the
no
Far
idea.
East.
I'm pretty confident Japan hosted. Capital of Japan, I'm pretty sure is Tokyo. You can't be laughing at me while I'm answering. You gotta wait for me to get it wrong first.
I'm sorry.
I didn't say capital, though.
I'm pretty sure you said capital.
Can we get that back one more time there, Pat?
What capital city hosted the 2020 Olympics in 2021?
Okay, never mind. Okay, yeah.
Oh, I'm bad. I thought he said what European capital, and I'm just going like Tokyo is not in Europe.
That was the previous question.
Yeah.
I was just insinuating the Europe in there.
So now Tokyo sounds even better. Now that you get,
Yeah,
Yes.
Go with it.
Thanks, Greg. Thanks, Greg.
I mean, I liked it anyway. But I was definitely going to say anything while Greg was laughing.
Now
like
I'm
that.
way off and like not even sure that Japan hosted in 2020, but like I'm pretty sure they did.
I'm pretty sure they did too. I'm with you. Let's go Tokyo. Unless Randy's going to say something.
Nope, no clue.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's go with Tokyo.
Tokyo.
You guys agree?
Yeah.
Is the Tokyo a disc?
I mean, if Amsterdam
There's
was,
a pretty good disc golf scene in Japan.
how heavy would it be?
How
Go
heavy would it be?
155
Yeah.
or 150 class, whatever.
Yep, that's probably what it would be.
Explain the joke.
Yeah, I'm lost.
Oh, I don't know if it's still a rule, but back in the day, you had to use lightweight discs for the tournaments in
Oh,
Japan.
yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why?
Some regulation in
Yeah,
Japan.
that's like a safety regulation.
You'd probably throw it in the water otherwise. It's surrounded by water. That was my joke. I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm happy going yes, but I don't have any support for that.
Let's do it. Whatever.
You guys going yes?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, no.
Fuck.
But you're still up 4-2. G, Greg, Evan, and Eric, category 1 or category 3?
I think we should switch to 3.
Mm-hmm. Same.
Sounds good. 3.
Question 2, category 3. The President's Call to Service Award honors people who do what? You must spend 4,000 hours over a lifetime to get one. The President's Call to Service Award honors people who do what? You must spend 4,000 hours over a lifetime to get one.
My first thought is volunteer, and if I have a beat on the category, that would make sense.
Lifetime.
Volunteerism, absolutely. That's pretty broad, but I like that.
You guys agree?
I'm good with it.
I'm good with it. I'm honestly trembling because I'm trying not to say everything that's in my head and give
You're doing great. You're
Thank
doing
you,
great, buddy.
Thank
You're
you,
doing
buddy.
great.
Thank you.
Who played the coach?
4,000 hours of coaching.
It was Gene Hackman again, actually, believe it or not.
So you guys good?
Yeah.
Sure.
Is the volunteer a disc?
Ooh.
I don't think so.
No, I would say not.
I don't know. I like volunteer. I mean,
You do?
Tennessee is a volunteer state. I think it's a great name for a disc.
I mean, you would have the historical background for it.
Well, I vote yes. That's my vote.
What are you thinking, Evan?
I'm fine with yes. I don't have a strong feeling. I've never seen one, so yes is fine.
I've never seen one, but I love Greg's confidence, so I'm going to go yes.
So you guys agree?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, no.
Oh, man. No, you're killing us.
Yeah, that feels like something people should jump on.
Compared to all those other names out there.
Wouldn't be the first time that somebody heard a name on the Hudson Valley Disc Golf podcast and made a disc based on it.
Like
Probably
that.
would be, but it sounds cooler the other way around. Corey, Alex, and Randy, category 1 or category 3?
You guys pick.
I feel like Evan figured out what 3 is.
Well, yeah, volunteer is also a college team.
Yeah, the Tennessee Volunteers.
Oh, okay.
I was just bluffing, and Alex gave it away.
I mean, it is the same thing that I thought it was after the first answer.
Yeah.
So far.
I don't watch college sports, so don't ask.
Yeah, I'm not a
about
college
me.
sports guy. Let's
No, stick with
steer
one?
clear,
I
yeah.
guess.
Sticking with 1?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Question 4, category 1. The 3 characters who die in the last scene of Romeo and Juliet are Romeo, Juliet, and what other person? The 3 characters who die in the last scene of Romeo and Juliet are Romeo, Juliet, and what other person?
I don't know.
It's Juliet again.
Is there a side character who? What is even?
They're in like a crypt, and I know there is like
Yeah, there's
like
like
a friar kind of
Yeah.
character, but I don't know their name.
I don't know if they're given a name.
And their name would be city-like?
That's what's also throwing me, because, like, Friar is not a city name. I also don't know if that character dies. I know he's there.
I don't remember another character dying. I feel like that takes away from the romance of it. It's just like
somebody else
and a random
died,
guy
too.
in the background eats it.
It was a post-credit scene, like a Marvel movie.
No.
Is it the city? Is it like Verona?
Verona itself dies.
Yeah.
The whole city. Maybe like a Roman-ish name or Italian name or something. That makes sense. Can we think of a city name that's also a person name?
I know like 2 cities in Italy, and they're not good answers.
No.
Yike.
I got nothing. I got absolutely nothing.
I still kind of want to go Juliet because she's like dead at the ending scene, and then she's like comes back, and then she just offs herself again.
I don't think that would be the answer. I don't have anything better, though.
Juliet.
Well, that's not a place either. Verona is the only place I can think of in the story.
Sure. You want to go Verona? Or maybe it's like the Friar of Verona or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sure. Yeah, Verona.
You guys agree?
Sure.
Yep.
Greg, Evan, and Eric.
Oh,
The 3 characters who die in the last scene of Romeo and Juliet are Romeo, Juliet, and what other person?
I'm weirdly qualified for this as a former thespian in high school.
Ooh, well, I have an educated guess, so tell me if I'm right.
Please tell me.
Because the category seems to be cities, and I know I'm like 81% sure there's a character in Romeo and Juliet named Paris. Is it Paris?
That is correct. It is Paris.
Yeah.
I'm on board with that.
Let's go.
You guys agree?
Yep.
Is the Paris or Paris a disc?
Probably.
Oh, God, help us.
Only because we've had 2 no's in a row. I don't think he goes 3. I think he goes back to yes.
All right. Let's go EMP.
That's literally my only reason.
I like that theory.
I like it.
You guys agree?
Yep.
Graham Discs, June 30th,
Yeah.
2025.
Brand new.
And you guys take the lead.
Never in doubt.
And it's your question. That was a steal. Category 1 or category 3?
They don't like 3, which makes me feel like we should leave it for them, but might be an easier question. So, Greg, you pick.
Oh, I'm still on 1. Let's make 1 work.
All right.
All right. Question 5, category 1. What Estonian capital hosted their first PDGA major this past weekend? What Estonian capital hosted their first PDGA major this past weekend?
Tallinn, however they say it.
I don't know how they say it, but that's what it looked like when I saw it written.
Right.
Does pronunciation matter?
Usually
No.
not.
It entertains
Usually
me.
not.
As long as you get enough of the letters in your pronunciations.
Then I like it.
I like Tallinn
I like it.
for a pronunciation.
You guys agree?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's talent. No, I don't know.
Oh my God.
What?
No, I'm
Wait,
teasing.
what?
I'm teasing. Is the Talon or Tallinn a disc?
Starts with a T.
I doubt it. Unless they just did it like yesterday because of the tournament or something. I don't know.
We have had Paris. Didn't we have Swedish disc last week?
Cities, Nordic cities, I would
Okay.
say, I guess.
All right, that's why I was way off. Okay.
I don't know. My vote is no, but I could, whatever you guys feel.
I kind of feel, I feel like he's baiting us.
Is that what you're feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling very baited right now.
Latitude 64 make things out there.
That was my
Yeah,
idea.
but they're not from Estonia, are they?
Yeah. I would say no.
I'm okay with no.
You guys agree?
Yeah.
Evan?
Oh yeah, I'm Team Greg.
Graham Discs, June 30th,
Oh.
2025.
So it was brand new.
Brand spanking new.
Somebody said, "Oh, they're having Worlds there. We should make a disc."
Wait, well, where's this Graham company out of?
Estonia.
Oh.
Evan.
All right. So you guys are still up 6-4, but Corey, Alex, and Randy can tie what category, 1 or 3?
I don't think we want question 6.
No, let's do some in 3.
Yep.
Go for 3.
Question 3, category 3. What term is used to describe the wedge-shaped piece at the summit of an arch which holds the rest of the pieces in place? What term is used to describe the wedge-shaped piece at the summit of an arch which holds the rest of the pieces in place?
Pretty sure that's a keystone.
Yep, keystone.
Yes, this is very familiar. So yes, that's yes, keystone, and then it's probably going to be a disc.
You guys agree?
Yes.
Is the keystone a disc?
I am very
Yes.
confident the keystone is a putter. But
Latitude 64.
Oh yeah, that was part of like the 3-disc challenge.
The trilogy challenge.
yeah.
What year?
2019.
2018.
I'm going to go 21 because I don't think they did one in 20.
Latitude 64, January 22nd, 2019.
Nice.
And it's very possible that I've used that before. I just didn't have it marked off. I blame you, Corey.
Alex knew it anyways. That was just extra.
All right, 6-6. 2 rounds to go. Greg, Evan, and Erich. What category? 1 or 3?
I think we go to 3 this time.
Yeah, same.
All right, 3 it is.
Question 4, category 3. Mount Rushmore will be around for a while because what type of rock erodes about 1 inch every 10,000 years? Mount Rushmore will be around for a while because what type of rock erodes about 1 inch every 10,000 years?
I feel like Jamin would be good at this question. I think it's limestone.
No. This is granite. Granite's hard. Limestone is soft.
Oh yeah, don't
I believe it's granite.
I also think it's granite, but that's changing my thoughts of this category's theme.
Ooh.
Wait, what's the theme?
Like Alex said, I thought it was like collegiate sports teams, but now I have a different idea. But I like granite. I think that could fit into a different category.
Okay, I'm with it.
Yeah, I think granite is hard.
You guys agree?
Yeah.
Is the granite a disc?
Oh boy. I like it because I like the name.
Yes, I also like it.
Sure, why not?
You guys agree?
Sure,
Yeah.
why not? Yeah, why not?
I'm sorry, no.
Oh, goddamn.
How can they call a disc a pig and granite not be a disc?
You know what? They take it for granted.
Ba-dum-ts.
Yeah, when pigs fly.
All right, Corey, Alex, and Randy. Carr, category 1 or category 3?
Yeah, I no longer know what category 3 is.
I think I know what it is.
I'd
Maybe.
still take it over 1.
Yeah, we go
let's
for
do-
it for sure.
Yep.
What's that?
Category 3.
Category
Yes.
3? Okay. Question 5, category 3. In the novel To Kill a Mockingbird, what is the nickname of Scout's brother? In the novel To Kill a Mockingbird, what is the nickname of Scout's brother?
Nope.
No. He had Larry.
If
Uh,
if you asked me 10 years ago, I might know.
yeah.
You were in high school 10 years ago.
No, but I would be more likely to remember high school at that point.
Randy, he was in middle school 10 years ago. Let's be honest.
No, I'm almost 30.
I remember those days.
Don't say that, Alex, because the older you get, the older I get.
Yeah, no, I get to not be in my 30s for like 2 more weeks.
Oy.
All right, last name Finch. Say something that
Atticus.
goes with that.
That's
Nope,
the
that's
dad.
that.
Oh, that's actually in this book?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
sick. Jebediah.
No, I don't think it was that.
So what do you have an idea what the category might be? Like what kind of words we're looking for?
I mean, Jeb Finch actually kind of sounds correct.
Yeah, it actually does now that you say it.
I wonder if that's like somebody else.
Are these all like stadiums? Am I crazy?
Easily could be, but I
don't
would not be
know.
able
I'm trying
to
to
tell
think
you.
of what they're connected to.
I don't know. I already spit out 2 names.
What's the name of the weirdo in the woods that would like take care of them?
Boo Radley.
Boo Radley, thank you.
Oh yeah, that sounds familiar, but
Yeah, I know lots of names from To Kill a Mockingbird. I couldn't tell you the
I'm
brother's
trying to
name,
just
though.
like retell the whole story to get there. I guess we're going with Jeb.
Jeb Finch,
I mean, if it's, I can't imagine there's a Jeb Stadium.
No,
Gillette.
his name was not Julian.
I don't think his name was Gillette. Can we just run through all of the like NFL stadiums?
None of these have been NFL stadiums, right?
Yeah, no, I don't even know.
I have absolutely nothing. So
No, I can't think of it.
Going with Jeb, Pat.
Going with Jeb.
going with Jeb.
Greg, Evan, and Erich. In the novel To Kill a Mockingbird, what is the nickname of Scout's brother?
You guys are going to be so mad.
Who we are or they are?
No, they are.
Oh, let's go.
No, make Eric mad too.
No, I love Eric.
Love you too, buddy.
The brother's name is Jeremy, and for short, his nickname is Jem.
Oh my god.
Yo.
We were close.
Oh,
we were real close.
Oh, that hurts. I agree. I love it.
I have no clue, so I love it.
But so you guys agree?
Yeah.
Is the gem a disc?
Damn, that's
How is it
close.
spelled? How's it spelled? Is it G?
It's phonetical, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Right. In the book, it's a J, but I'm thinking more of a G, like a gemstone. And there's a decent chance there's a disc called a gem, but I've never seen it. I don't know.
I think it's a disc.
I could swear I've seen maybe gemstone, but gem sounds about right. I'll yield to the masses to these two.
My disc instincts have been terrible tonight, so
Yeah, that's actually true. That's actually
literally
true.
whatever. It's a steal.
Yeah, I don't know if we're not doing good on the back end here, but I
No.
still think it's a disc.
I do too.
All right, I'm going to go against my better judgment and yield to the two and agree with them.
So you're going, yes, it's a disc?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
XCOM discs,
Wow.
January 17th, 2020. The gem.
Let's go.
Perfect.
All right, final round. I got it as 9-6.
Yep.
No,
Yep.
Mhm.
the Mets just won 7-5.
I saw that.
Nice.
I'll actually watch the game tomorrow on the replay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I have it on right here, so I see them jumping up and down.
Yeah.
9-6. Does that sound right, Alex?
That's what I got.
Final round. You guys want the final question in category 1 or the final question in category 3?
That was a steal.
Greg, Evan, and Eric, do you guys want in category 1 or category 3?
I'm leaning towards 3 just because geography is not my thing.
Yeah, let's finish with 3.
3 it is.
All right, question 6, category 3. What classic American beer brand established in 1884 is often advertised as the national beer of Texas? What classic American beer brand established in 1884 is advertised as the national beer of Texas?
Let's go.
I feel like Evan also knows the answer to this question.
Well, Shiner Bock is one of the classics of Texas, but somehow I don't know if that's the one.
So I went from thinking it was college sports teams, but now I think it's state nicknames. Like Indiana is the
Lone Star.
Hoosier State.
Ooh.
Tennessee is the Volunteer State. I don't know what
Right.
state is the Gem State, but probably there is one.
Idaho is.
Oh, see, there you go.
Yep.
So I'm thinking Lone Star because I think Texas is the Lone Star State, and I'm pretty sure that's a beer.
Yep.
I can't argue with that.
It's an ugly white label with a red star.
I'm more familiar with Shiner Bock, but Lone Star beer feels like a thing.
I totally agree.
Yeah, can't argue with that logic.
Okay,
You
we
guys
like
agree?
Lone Star.
Yeah,
Is the Lone Star a disc?
Well, shit. It's a company.
it's definitely a company.
That's a great name.
Greg says yes. I like it.
Let's just run with it. Yeah, let's go for it.
I'm sorry, no.
Oh, man. No.
That's perfect.
That's the best way to end it, actually.
Well, we got one more
It's not done
question
anyway.
Damn it.
for Corey, Alex, and Randy. This is a special 5-point.
What the heck?
Final question, category 1, question 6. Named in 2007, the new 7 Wonders of the World include what ancient city in Jordan, noted for its red sandstone buildings and cliffs? Named in 2007, the new 7 Wonders of the World include what ancient city in Jordan, noted for its red sandstone buildings and cliffs?
I don't know.
Jordan City.
Trying to think of wonders, a civilization video game series that I read.
I'm like picturing it, I think, but that doesn't help at all. Like, I think it's where they like carve into the sides of the stone.
I certainly have a picture in my head of what it is, but I don't know. I couldn't tell you any more about it other than it looks pretty cool.
Can you ask it one more time, Pat, please?
Certainly, I gotta scroll back down.
You already closed out everything.
No. I was just scrolling up to see if there was anything I missed. Named in 2007, the new 7 Wonders of the World include what ancient city in Jordan noted for its red sandstone buildings and cliffs?
I don't know.
Yep, I have no clue.
What's Red Rock?
Red Rock, yep.
Can I give him a hint?
Yes.
You can just
You
answer
can
it if
absolutely
you
give us a hint.
It's a Harrison Ford movie.
Oh, yeah, great.
It's Indiana Jones.
want. Indiana Jones
The
Yes,
place is called
yes, yes.
and The Last Crusade.
The one, well,
You got it. Good job,
Yeah,
everybody.
that is the name of the city. Indiana Jones.
Is it
and
in an
Last
Indiana
Crusade.
Jones movie? Was that the hint?
Yeah, I think that was the hint.
yep.
Really got us there.
I could be wrong. I don't know.
All right, we're going with
Last Crusade City?
Last Crusade.
Yeah.
Harrison
Let's go
Ford.
for it. Yeah, Harrison Fordville. I love it.
Is that what you're going with?
We
Yep.
can't catch up, so we might as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Greg, what do you got?
Petra.
Oh, that is literally what I was picturing. It gives bonuses to desert tiles.
Different civilization? Oh, Corey.
Oh, it's Petra. Frick.
And who says video games rot your brain?
Dude, Civ 6 that shit will teach you something. It just
Is
won't
the
take
Petra
time to
a disc?
Fucking better not be.
Greg says no.
I'm going to go yes, dude, for sure.
All right, Eric doesn't like Greg's instincts, so we're going to go with Eric. We're going to say yes.
And you agree with him, Evan?
Yeah, I'll go with Eric.
I'm going
now.
to feel so bad if it's, but yeah.
Yeet Street Discs,
God
October
damn.
9th, 2023.
No. I love this game. I love this game.
I think I did better this time. I actually kept my mouth shut for once.
I thought you meant you played better, but
Well, both. I don't think I was even helping, really. The felon, they never would have got that, I don't think. Last week.
if you hadn't said it 10 times.
Yeah.
It was burned into their brain.
I think, yeah. That was it.
No, Evan broke their soul when he knew Boo Radley's nephew there.
He was probably bursting at the seams.
That was a turning point. It's always interesting because I really believe that one, the order I put the questions, and two, the order that you pick the questions has so much more to do with the final outcome.
Yeah.
I'm sure half of you are like, man, if I got that question, I probably would have had it.
Nah, that's
And it goes both ways.
Because, like,
Go,
I would
go.
have known Volunteer, I would have known Granite of those.
And Evan was right. They're official state nicknames. Hoosiers, Volunteer, Keystone, Granite, Gem, and Lone Star. And Greg was right. It is Idaho, Indiana
nice.
Hoosiers, Tennessee Volunteers, Pennsylvania Keystone State, New Hampshire is Granite State, Idaho is Gem State, and Texas Lone Star.
And we also learned that Lone Star Discs does not make a disc called the Lone Star, which seems like a missed opportunity.
That one, I probably should have switched the Gem question and the Lone Star question because, I don't know. I think, it's who picks it too.
I would have said Shiner. So
Same.
What's the beer they drink in King of the Hill? Was it like Alamo or something like that?
Yeah, I think you're right.
That's what I would have tried to argue for.
As far as birthdays go, I know Kristen McDonald's birthday is today.
Nice.
Shout out.
Anybody else?
Greg Kurtz
I
on
think
Thursday.
Greg Kurtz.
Actually, that's a question I was going to ask, Greg. So have you been playing in the 70 division as of yet, or are you waiting?
I'm not waiting. It has to be offered. That's a problem.
That's a good point.
Dan Doyle Wilcox, the oldest division, is 55 and over. I played in that last year and finished second, so I'm not complaining. But I've aged out. Is the bleak reality. If I want to play the 70-year-old division, I have to go to Worlds practically. It's nice of Pat Govang to offer that division at New York State Championships, but if you're the only person in the division, what's the sense kind of thing. Although I do tell people it's all about you beating your rating. If you got a 900 rating, you want to shoot a 920, and seeing everybody in DisCap land go out there and crush their ratings has been very gratifying to see for sure.
Absolutely. Is Kevin Kroenke now like his knees shaking because now you're in his division?
No, he's never playing pro. I've only played pro for the last 20 years. I just have too much plastic. There's just no incentive to play AM. So, except the Battle Royale. That's a title. I want a trophy for that, by God.
You're one of only 4 people with all wins out of 30.
Oh, you're talking about in the Battle Royale so far?
Oh,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
well, Terry Hudson, I offered to play him out at Burbine, and we'll see if we end up playing out there. So, we'll see. Terry's a good guy.
Absolutely.
Real quick shout out, Daryl Menton also celebrating his birthday as the same day as Greg Kurtz. So happy birthday, Daryl.
Daryl.
Eric Fitz also has a birthday the day after that.
Eric Fitz at Stonykill has aced hole 13 twice with flicks. He owns that hole.
That's the one that's up on kind of a mound? I mean, it's
Yeah.
just pretty much a straight shot, but it's an island in a way.
Yep.
If he didn't hit metal on those aces, he probably would have skipped 30 to 60 feet to the right of the basket and not had a very good putt.
So, Greg, how does that work with Worlds? How do you get points, and what division would you play? I mean, if you can't get enough.
Well, in any pro division that's younger than me, meaning if I play pro 40, pro 50, pro 60, I still earn points towards qualifying for pro 70.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
And different age groups, you get just like B tier, A tier, you get different points for beating different number of people. It's just small points. But then again, all you need is a few points to qualify.
So if you played a division, just say had like 5 people in it, would you get more points in MP60 than you would in MP70 with 5 people in it?
I think so. I think you get, like an extra point kind of thing because it's, better group of competitors.
Theoretically
kind of thing.
younger, yeah.
But here's the grim reality. If I played Minekill Pro Open and finished 28th out of 35, I would get more points than beating 5 other seniors in the Pro 70 division. So that's why Caitlin Clay gets a shout out for always playing up in these various things. And she gets more points for doing that. And so that's good on her.
Absolutely. What about for NIFA? How does that work?
Well, if I don't play in a 60-year-old division, then I don't get points in a 60-year-old division for NIFA, and which is slightly annoying because that division isn't offered all the time. And then it's weird when DisCap allows one-person divisions because if you want to be a NIFA tournament, you have to allow people to play in their division. So that makes things kind of a little bit awkward in that regard. But I'm a NIFA supporter. They're been a long time developer of courses throughout New England. And a big supporter of New England Team Challenge and a big supporter of New York Team Challenge.
Mm-hmm.
And even our guys who run these beautiful putting leagues. Who would have thought 5 years ago that you get 100 people showing up to putt?
Right.
But you put them in a brewery and anything can happen, I reckon.
It's funny. I've seen a couple putting leagues over the summer and such. Those, I don't know if those are going to get the draw that you're looking for. I mean, between vacation and the fact that it's warm out, go play around. But in the winter, it's perfect.
Yeah, it's missing that seasonal depression that makes winter putting leagues so nice.
And then there's glow golf that happens whenever the time changes. All of a sudden, glow golf, has a resurgence kind of thing.
Yeah.
I know it's late, but Evan, did you want to bring up Team Challenge or no?
How did that even come up?
Jamin sent me a Facebook message a couple months ago. He said that the disc captains had been batting around the idea for a while of basically another team, different pool, starting a New England Challenge team in the play-in pool, kind of functioning within the disc captains. But, that was the basic groundwork. And he asked if it was something I'd be interested in and possibly captaining, which very interested because New England Team Challenge is kind of the next step up. Very interested in that. But to be asked to potentially captain it was super flattering. And I wish he was here to explain why he picked me. But, since then we've been back and forth and, kind of getting that ball rolling. So it's very exciting.
Corey, what are your thoughts about having a second team at JPark? It sounds like, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it sounds like it's more of a casual, like a fun thing. What are your thoughts on that?
The PIP team, I think just like the probably like the average skill level, like as far as like rating or whatever, is just a little bit lower in the PIP team. There's probably a little bit, I don't want to say less pressure because I mean the goal of PIP team is to get out of the play-in pool. So I don't really know how that's all structured as far as like, there's like different regions of the PIP pool. So I don't really know how far your drives could be, but it sounds like a really good way to get your foot in the door into like, something a little bit bigger than New York Team Challenge.
Let me ask you this, and I'm going to ask Alex and Randy and Greg, you do Team Challenge, right?
Oh, I've been on disc captain since year one.
So Corey, let's pretend that your team doesn't exist. Would you want to start in the play-in pool with how big it's grown?
Like if there's another option, then yes.
What pool did you start in and what pool are you in now?
I started in disc captains after they had already moved up to C pool. So we've been in the C pool since I've been playing it.
So if you didn't have the disc captain, you would do the play-in pool?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Alex, what about the Stonykillers? If you guys went away tomorrow, would you want to start from basically scratch?
I like the idea. There's a couple of different thoughts that go into this because, like, some people didn't like the idea as much, but I kind of enjoyed the idea of tiering the teams, as in, like, DisCap's top tier, then Stonykill's like second tier, like making a push for like a pool or something like that. And I've completely forgotten how this connected to the question you actually asked, but
very political of you. Do you want to play in PIP or not, Alex?
I don't know. It's difficult. There's so much travel involved with play-in pool. Like, even with the different divisions, you're traveling all over the place, and it's much harder to get out of play-in pool. I think I still would, but yeah, I don't know. I think I still would play in pool, but it'd be a much more difficult step to take than starting in like a lettered pool.
What did you start in and what are you in now?
I believe we started in F pool. I personally started while we were in E pool, and we are currently in D pool.
Okay, so you've moved up. Randy, what are your thoughts? If the Stonykillers went away tomorrow, would you jump into this new team? I think I know the answer, but I'm curious.
Well, okay, so I don't want to because play-in pools are less likely to have really established like spreads and venues and stuff. So quality of life stuff, I don't really want to go to a PIP team, but I also just really like Team Challenge, so I'd probably just end up doing it anyways.
That's a solid answer.
Against my will, but it's just my own will.
I thought that you're such a casual type, like, hey, yeah, you kind of go with the flow. I thought it would be an easy.
Now, Pat, ask him if Tyler was already, if Tyler was already on the team, what would Randy do?
Oh, how about this?
Oh my God.
You could play for the Stonykillers, but Tyler moved to the PIP team. What would you do?
Oh, wow. My gosh.
I think Randy's going to need a week to answer this question.
No, I'm not going to sleep tonight. Yeah.
The other thing is, Kat is officially a captain of the Stonykillers. So like he'd have to split up with his wife to do that.
Well, Jason was willing to split up with his wife to take the top-rated FPO player at Warwick. So, you know, what are you thinking?
I'm ditching the Stonykillers in a heartbeat for Tyler.
Yeah. All right. Greg, so when did you start with Team Challenge?
I don't know what year it was, 2014, long time ago. Jeff Wachowski and Kenji Klein, they were the first two guys who were traveling onto other teams to play and said, wait, we got to get our own team here. Luckily, New England decided that New York was close enough and there was enough room, so we got in the league. And we've been pretty much in C pool ever since. Some years we've been really close to moving up, and some years we've gone down, I think, and then bounced back up. We keep hoping Stonykillers can move up one division to join us, and so they almost did it this year.
So you're on DisCap?
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure. Based on where you play mostly, I just assumed maybe you were a Stonykiller. So you've been disc captain since day one.
Yeah, and we've been, the Stonykillers have been right there all this time as well. And Alex brings up, the hard issue of if our area wants to move up and if the goal is to win a pool, then we're diluting our talent base between us and the Stonykillers. And we've never been able to figure out how to say, well, if we take your four best and whatever and, have a better squad, it's just awkward. And everybody's happy where they are and what we're doing. And it's all good. And I would go play in the play-in pool. And I'm excited that Evan's going to be putting a squad together. And it's going to be, just a bunch more people learning the game and having fun.
Absolutely.
I think everybody's perspective there is awesome and valued, from their own experience. From my point of view, trying to get into New England Team Challenge, this is like, what an amazing opportunity to be presented. The opportunity to learn from people that I look up to and respect. Certainly not trying to dilute anybody's talent pool. I do think there is enough interest in the area to support kind of a new team in this vein. How it's all going to work logistically is exciting to see, and I'm just really, really happy about it.
Eric, have you submitted your application?
Oh, you already know it. I mean, I'll be the sacrificial lamb. I don't care.
How's the interest been?
The interest has been solid, definitely. And as part of this process, the question of co-captain came up pretty early on. And after a little deliberation, Brian Monahan is going to be co-captain with me of this new venture. Again, working closely with Jamin is our plan. But the interest has been solid. Very happy with the names that we've seen. And, obviously we'll work with Jamin's vision of this and see who wants to play with us. And we're happy to have them.
Are you still looking for players?
Yes, anybody's interested or knows somebody that's interested. Jamin posted that Google Doc. It's just really name, email, address, what's your PDGA page and what's your Team Challenge experience. Experience not necessary. We're just kind of seeing where people are at and what they're interested in doing.
Part of the whole thing is your crock pot game must be on point.
Yes.
Or some other culinary masterpiece is acceptable as well. Dave Chaikin is the man you need to recruit for your food.
That's a good point, Chef Dave. Like Jamin said, we don't need people bringing utensils and napkins. That's all set.
Are Uncrustables okay?
Uncrustables are welcome, I think.
No,
but it can't be the only thing. We're getting in the weeds. The other thing I'll say, I don't know logistically what the travel will be like, but I was led to believe that the play-in pool is arranged somewhat more regionally because it's larger. But, when I sold this whole idea to my wife, I kind of said, 3 road matches could be significantly farther than what I've done so far. And part of that is the reason I told Kevin Kroenke, unfortunately, I'm not going to be coming back to co-captain Tower of Power this year. I hope to still be part of the team, but I also don't want to take a spot from somebody because this new venture is going to require a lot of my time and attention. But I'm still Team Tower of Power if they need me, and I'm free.
We're gonna miss
Are you going to still do the board?
Like I said, that would be, it depends on the day. And my wife has work and events and my daughter has extracurriculars and, we got to make this all work. So I'm going to focus on this new team and give it my best.
Another question, but I lost it because you mixed me up with the whole leaving Tower of Power. It threw me.
I know it's heartbreak.
Well, again, I didn't quit. I just wanted to be honest and upfront and say I can't fully commit to both. So,
The hardest thing about Team Challenge is the women having, 3?
Bare minimum 3. There has been a rule proposed to go up to 4, but we don't want to get into the weeds on that one.
No, that's fair. Have you gotten any interest in that regard?
Yes is the answer to that question.
That's a great answer to that question.
Good democratic.
Yes. All right. So no, that's cool. We'll talk more about it because as you guys all know, I love me some Team Challenge.
It was good having you on, Greg. That was fun.
Yeah, that was fun, Greg.
No, yeah, thanks, guys. That was great. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Now that we know that you can get on, I mean, if you're, if there's ever anything you want to talk about or promote, because I think you've got a wealth of information that none of us have. So,
well, I appreciate the invite, and we'll see what makes sense, buddy.
Yeah, absolutely. So, how many bags of chips did you eat, Greg?
Well, I'm almost done with every garbage chip bag here, whatever those are.
All right.
I don't know. It's been fucking 3 hours.
No,
Are you kidding me? I've only smoked 4 bowls while we've been on the thing as well. Watch the Mets come from behind. Watch the Yankees lose.
Brett Beatty hit a home run. Heck yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Evan, Jasan, Corey, Eric, Randy, Alex, and thanks again for coming on, Greg.
My pleasure. Thanks, Pat. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks,
Sweet up, Hudson.
We'll see y'all soon.
Thanks, Pat.
Thanks, everybody.